Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppe's mom, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start.
Okay, well, hit it.
All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe, and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about us. Fishing microscopic.
Whatever.
Beat I'm a giant, rolling weed up, now we flying.
Yeah.
H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
Oh, yeah. This is Hoppe Hour. Hump Day on this Wednesday. Every hacky morning show does that. Go, happy Hump Day. Hopefully I'll get the hump someone today. 856-49-HOPPE. H-O-P-P. That's 856-494-6773. Leave me a voicemail. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Today in Daddy Issues.
Happy Hot Topic.
That should be the name of a news segment. Today in Daddy Issues. And we just talk about these OnlyFans quote-unquote stars. OnlyFans star Lily Phillips plan to screw 1,000 dudes, gets derailed by the U.S. border security.
Well, I was meant to do it here.
Yeah.
And then so we've had to kind of postpone that because obviously I got stopped at the border.
Oh, yeah, Donnie, your border.
And they were like, you're here to fuck 1,000 guys. I was like...
I wonder what the real quote was. Like if they were like, are you here to do that video? Or if they're like...
Yeah, you're here to fuck 1,000 guys. I was like...
That's weird if the border security is being a little crass.
But yes. And they were like, right, you can't be doing that here. I got stopped at the border.
Border.
And they were basically like, you know, you can't be fucking 1,000 guys here. Because I guess it's...
I still don't get... Leave me a voicemail, 856-49-HOPPE. I still don't get why she can't do it. Like, why? Is it because we're in Trump's America?
Like, you know, you can't be fucking 1,000 guys here. Because I guess it's technically classed as work. Like, but it's funny, really. Like, they stopped me at the border, and that's what they said. And so I said...
It's so sad because she's so freaking cute, man. Unlike Bonnie Blue, who looks like she's 85.
Okay, I won't do it here. I think it's probably because I use my real name is the same as my stage name, and that's probably how they figured that out. Like, they
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
must have rather just like seen, because they were like, "Oh, you've been going viral in the media lately."
Yeah, we've seen you get plowed by a bunch of guys.
And we know you're here to fuck 1,000 guys. So I was like,
She should go by the name like Candace Vegas or something and just kind of hide the whole Lily Phillips thing.
yeah.
You hear that dumb laughter? Oh, there's nothing in that head.
So I was like, yeah.
That's why she gives head for money.
And they were like, yeah, you're not doing that here.
What else is going on in the world of the trashy news known as TMZ?
Today on TMZ.
Yeah.
All right, the NFL dreams have come true. Taylor Swift is going back to the Super Bowl.
I love this. I love this mindset that everyone's been saying lately that Taylor Swift is going back to the Super Bowl. If that's the case, that her and Brittany Mahomes get to take credit for their man going to the Super Bowl, then if Brittany, or not if Brittany Mahomes, if Taylor Swift has a concert and Travis Kelce goes to it and it sells out, do we give the man credit? You can't have it both ways.
Taylor Swift is going. I mean, the Chiefs are going too, but who cares, right?
Now that we know she's going to be at the Super Bowl, does she jump on stage and do Bad Blood with Kendrick?
Oh.
No, I mean, she's going to be right there.
I really don't think she'd want to take away his spotlight.
She takes away everyone's spotlight.
That was adorable.
O.J. Simpson's estate lawyer is going after O.J.'s son for essentially squatting in O.J.'s old house. So the home was owned by an LLC. O.J. didn't want a lot of his assets held in his name because he was trying to dodge creditors. So the estate lawyer, he's going to try to pierce the veil.
What?
Piercing the veil means the corporation theoretically owns something.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know, maybe Google it, Chubby. That's the quote of her life. I don't know what you're saying.
Amy Schumer is helping a friend launch a new comedy career. She introduced Madonna.
Oh, God. These two imbeciles.
Who performed a half-hour set at the Comedy Cellar in New York.
Oh, I'm sure it's so funny.
This is probably just a one-off, right?
Well, she said, making my stand-up debut, what a thrill, finally busted my cherry, which kind of sounds like...
No, we know what it sounds like here. We know exactly what it sounds like.
Jennifer Lopez's butt is still hypnotic. She showed up in a partially
Hell yeah, this is news from TMZ.
see-through spiderweb dress, and
she's just looking for attention. You're the AARP age. Grab.
this dude over here mesmerized, just staring right at it.
I would be that guy, too.
Hypnotized.
Like, not even being subtle about it.
Jackson, do you need glasses?
No, I don't. Had to see. I had to take a accurate.
So you smelled it, bro?
I love TMZ humor. ASAP Rocky a soul trial. You better use that S. ASAP really testifies about the gun standoff. ASAP Rocky's alleged victim and former friend says he couldn't believe Rocky would pull a gun on him and boldly dare him to pull the trigger. He took the stand on Tuesday. He had so much to say. He looks like a very angry guy. His real name is Terrell Efron. And as this clip loads up, I can't wait to hear how mad he is. I've never been shot at, and my plan is to never be shot at. It doesn't look pleasant. It doesn't look like an experience you want.
If someone said that the defendant was known to carry a prop gun or fake guns, would that have been knowledge that you personally had?
No. You don't carry fake guns. You don't. Prop guns?
Yes.
No.
You never knew him to carry a prop?
No.
Did you ever know him to have any guns? And I don't mean, now I want to kind of broaden it. So not that he would carry in public, but guns that he would have either at his house or anywhere else?
Not to my knowledge.
What's driving me nuts is the radio professional I am. This guy's not talking into the microphone.
I never physically seen him.
And we're not going to listen to it because he's an idiot. Taylor Swift listens to Travis Kelce's podcast, which I'm not surprised by. You know that she listens to critique everything going on. She's got to make sure that they don't say something offensive, like when Jason Kelce made fun of the royal family. You could see on camera that Travis was telling him to stop because Travis is whipped. Oh, yeah. She's got his balls in her hand. And probably use his teeth. Oh, I can't wait for this clip to load up. It's going to be so great. It's going to be so wonderful about how we learned how Taylor Swift listens to his podcast. Oh, I bet she really loves it. I bet there's times she's like doing the dishes, even if she does normal human things or has people do it for her. Whatever she's doing while listening, I bet there's times she cringes at the honesty of Jason Kelsey.
I did want to wait to say this on the show, but, you know, we had a long conversation with her, but she was very complimentary of the show.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And of like...
No, she listens every week.
She gave us some creative compliments, and she like... It's shit that, like, let me be very clear. You can't tell me shit for the rest of my fucking life. I'm going to be very honest, like...
Oh, jeez.
You can't.
What a fake laugh.
I'm going to be very honest, like...
Sounds like the Bob and Tom radio show.
You can't. I am going to be obnoxious. I'm like, do you know who you're fucking talking to?
It's some douche chills right there. Taylor Swift takes a step back from Blake Lively from being her friend with the whole Justin Baldoni thing going on. And Kelly Stafford, the annoying-ass wife of Matthew Stafford that could just never shut up. She says she is tired of watching Travis Kelce's team. Oh, that's what we need, Kelly Stafford. Everybody was like, we're curious what's going on with Kelly Stafford. Does she approve of it? Does she like it? Does she enjoy it? No one cares. Rachel Kirkconnell. Oh, he's a second to say that last name. Matt James outed the split just before my 12-hour flight. This is what I love about women, is that whenever there's a breakup, they're like, could you have done it at a better time? It's not my time right now. It's my time of the month. I can't handle this. Mm-hmm.
And my phone blows up. It's one of my best friends. And
this is her on Car Daddy.
It says Rach with a bunch of question marks. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, how does she know? And then she texted me again and said, I saw Matt's post. Is this real life? And
yeah, he probably had to step out in front of it because he knew that she was going to pull a Brianna chicken fry by talking about it on the podcast.
That's how I found out that he posted. So then literally the plane is taking off and I see his post and that's it. I don't have any service or anything for like the next 12 hours.
You didn't have Wi-Fi in the plane? And I'm not even a millionaire like you, but I paid $20 for that Wi-Fi. That's on you, homie.
So I'm freaking out because...
Oh, grow up.
Because, you know, just got broken up with, and now a few hours later, it's like for the whole world to see.
Oh, but if you don't want it to be for the whole world to see, why are you talking about it on Call Her Daddy, the most listened to podcast amongst females? Shut up.
And I'm still like trying to process it. Like I'm still in like total shock.
Oh, jeez.
So then knowing like the whole world is seeing this.
But it was going to come out at some point. He had to step in front of it. Whatever.
I'm like, this is so crazy. I can't even wrap my mind around this right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, you know, I...
And at that moment, some girl was wrapping her mouth around his...
Didn't say anything. Still haven't, like, made a statement or anything because...
You're doing that right now.
I'm processing this.
Yeah.
Just like everyone else is.
Oh, sure.
Like I'm...
Yeah, no one's processing it. We're trying to figure out how to make groceries more affordable. No one's like, oh my God, what's going on with them?
A week out of this, you know?
So what would you say, like 2 hours after?
I would say like, 2 or 3 hours. I still don't feel like we're ready, or I don't feel like I'm ready.
Move on. He's already banging other girls. This is what I tell people a lot. Is whenever you're thinking about, how I miss my ex, they're having sex with somebody, or they're talking to somebody else, and they're glad it's not you. I'll move on.
I don't know if I ever see myself proposing to you. I can't actually see myself married to you. He said that maybe one day he would get there.
Yeah. She seems like she'd be the queen of the dry spell where you're not getting laid and you're freaking out. I can't listen to this. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and get this party going and going and going right after this.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah. Niggas don't know how hard it fucking took. How hard it fucking took me to get here. Even to fucking record this song. It's like shit was going against me. You think I give a fuck about none of that shit? Hell no, man. I'm a G. Fair up. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. Man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga, then he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. They call me Swizzy, nigga, cause that's my nickname. I mark this rap game and call that shit stain. These lames ain't shit, nigga, although they shit lame. I'm saying fuck these hoes, and then your bitch came. But I might get her name. I know she'll let me. And we can kick it, girl. And call that Jet Li. I'll beat that pussy up. That's what's my bet, G. And now I gave her another reason to say nobody hit it like this. Ill type of shows, ill type of clothes, ill type of ass bring ill type of hoes. Tell all my haters go on haters weekend if they ain't learn my ill type of flows, ill type of grind. Money on my mind, you can find me in the lab working like overtime. Nobody ever hit the track like me. Shed on the beat and you know that's heat, nigga. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. Yeah. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Funny how friendship often turn to hatred. When they see you doing bad, they won't help you make it. I don't leave my life to chance, I go out and take it. That's why I gotta make it. That's why I gotta make it. All my haters get no recognition. I remember when niggas ain't had no pot to piss in. My opposition is usually fucking optimistic, but that can't help them when hollow tips leaving bodies missing. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Live life good, baby. Fuck all your haters, eh? Fuck all my haters. I'm screaming, fuck all mine. Real nigga shit. Shad, we gotta shine, you feel me? Hey. That's real, nigga. And that's how you kill it. That's how you do it.
Oh, is it?
Bitch!
Shut up.
STP, nigga. Remember that fucking suck a dick.
That's the career advice of Kamala Harris and Joy Taylor.
Remember that fucking suck a dick.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Welcome back to the circus known as Hoppe Hour.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by DZ Beezy Honey. DZBeezyHoney.com. When I tell you it's the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my word. Lollipop, lick the lollipop, the rapper. A honey stick or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high. Go to DZBeezyHoney.com and at checkout use keyword Hoppe. HOPP.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Hey, it's BJ Shea, and this guy you're listening to right now, Ryan Hoppe, okay? Also known as Hoppe, also known as the killer of TikTok. Yes, it's true. Believe everything you hear.
The golden age of radio is alive and well on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
I really got to make some new AI music because I don't want to get sick of this banger. Oh, sure. Got it.
Turn the radio up, it's time for a thrill. Ryan's here with the latest spiel. Sex and stars and love so real.
Yeah.
Hoppe Hour hits with a funky feel. Date nights crashing like a scene at dawn.
I got it.
Gossip train that you're riding on.
Whatever.
It's got the scoop from dusk to morn. On this throwback ride, we all belong. Hoppe, hoppe, hoppe.
That's me.
Now we crave. Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave.
Whatever.
It up, feel the love, let your heart behave. Tune in now, don't you misbehave. Celebs in the mix, it's a hot affair.
Yeah.
Crushes to whispers, we're all aware.
Whatever.
Your secret told with a naughty flair. Hoppe Hour's live and it's everywhere. Hoppe, 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 it's the hour we crave. Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave. Turn it up, feel the love, let your heart behave.
856
Tune in now, don't
49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773.
with Hoppe in the rhythm.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Heard every perfect.
Always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. I got it. Oh, shut up. Dizzy is a bitch.
Throwback.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
That transition could have been better, but whatever. I saw this right here. Mississippi lawmaker behind masturbation bill is getting death threats. And I love the still frame of the video is him with his hand up. I love masturbation.
I can't even count how many emails, voicemails, Instagram messages, Facebook messages. But what I will say is I'll break it down into response from men and from women. From women, it's about 80% positive. Thank you. Finally, you're putting a spotlight on the men's role. There's about 20% of the responses from women that are saying that I'm wasting time, wasting taxpayer money.
Yeah, it's very dumb, man. Life's very hard. If we want to climax before we go to bed, let us, you moron.
And then on the men's side, it's actually about 50-50. about
Yeah, it's all the like no fap. Yeah, I'm a part of the no fap movement. I gratefully love to say that I go on UJs.
50% are like, oh, thanks for pointing this out. I've got daughters, and it's always about what they can do and what they can't do. So
yeah. I just don't know why all the problems Mississippi has, them wanting to masturbate, it's like the ban you is the bill you make to try to ban it. What the hell's wrong with you? What skeletons do you have in your closet? Because a lot of times these guys that are so weird about sex are the weirdos.
thank you for spreading the spotlight on this. And the 50% of men that are not for it are upset. They are mad, and it's, I guess it's the times we live in now, because since you can just type something and hit send, but like I'm getting some of the most vile things that
I can imagine, because he's black, probably gets a lot of racism because he's in Mississippi. I just don't get the point of it. I don't get what he's getting from this. Why we can't just jerk off?
People can imagine that send to me, but it's actually it's kind of funny also in a sense.
Oh, it's hilarious. A real one-liner.
I've gotten some crazy messages from men, and then the next day they'll apologize.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm just not like that.
They hadn't read it or hadn't looked into it, and they're like, oh, I agree with what you're doing. I thought that you're really trying to restrict what men can do and what men can't do, but no, you're shedding a spotlight on how everything's about what the woman can or can't do.
Mm-hmm.
When the idea came to me sometime
yeah, it did.
Last summer, when I think it was somewhere in Texas, it was a big.
Of course it was Texas. They're a bunch of weirdos.
Bill that was going to make it punishable for jail time for someone assisting someone get an abortion. Like not the doctor, but like if you drove them.
Oh, yeah. We're really going back to the 50s. That is why I keep to myself.
Somewhere you could be arrested and jailed. And I was like, this is outrageous. And then it just popped in my head, well, what if we decide we want to regulate men? How would that reaction be? And I talked to my parents about it, and they were like, go for it.
He's a contrarian.
See what happens. And my dad joked that, hey, it might be like a first in the nation. You might get some publicity out of
it. So it was for clout, because you're a nobody without this. You're a real jerk off.
And then
get what I did there?
The cascading effect happened, and he was like, this was nowhere near what I thought was going to go on with it.
Yeah, you didn't really predict this would end up happening.
And it's the same for me. Like I knew it would ruffle some feathers.
Oh, yeah.
I thought here in Mississippi. I didn't think it was going to be in Texas, California, South Dakota.
Whatever. 856-49 Hoppe. Just don't freaking get it, man. Cardi B's body piercer warns against butt micro-demurals. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Cardi, anything she does is cool. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, again, a butthole piercing. Oh, so sexy. I worked with a girl that got a butthole tattoo, and she's really promiscuous.
That looks like it might be a surface piercing. So that's a little different. So that is called a surface. It's a surface bar. It looks like a staple.
We got it.
And you pierce entry and exit, and then you put the surface bar in. Those take a long time to heal. And the thing about surface is it scars really badly. So the more time
this guy has those droopy ears, you know, it's so gross.
It takes to heal, the more scar tissue builds up, the larger the scar, right? The reason why you don't get a scar when you get an injection or a vaccine or blood drawn is because the body doesn't have time to build up that scar tissue. So you don't really notice it. Surface bar has to pierce the entire channel. It's called a fistula. And that whole thing that she's going to heal there is at least a year. And those things are really hard to heal. You've got to give it your all. And in being in that location, me personally, if I had that, I'd have toilet paper all over that thing all day long. So women, especially Cardi B, if someone can pull it off and and heal it, it's going to be her.
Yeah.
That woman is a badass.
No, she's not.
She's
a trash bag.
The general public, I don't know if they're going to heal it as well as she can. But if you give it your all and you wanted to get that piercing, I'd say be careful. Infection can be a little easier in that location than other locations. I sent you a picture of one I did. I have 2 pictures.
Can we see it? They don't show it.
Pictures of that. They were sisters from Brazil. Only time I've ever done it. There's going to be someone that's going to want to do this. If they come into my studio and want to do it, I would probably counsel them. Let them know.
But if it's Cardi B, I'll take her money.
Most times I probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's just because once you do something like that, you own it.
It's kind of like when Michael Jackson was given propofol and he shouldn't have. It's kind of hard to say no to money.
So all the problems that come in, you've got to own those too. So I take personal responsibility. If I do a piercing, I wanted to execute it well. And if something happens, I'm going to be there for them and take care of it with them. I did the microdermals for her on her chest and her lip piercing for the L cover. Remember that really cool cover?
No, we don't remember. You're not that important. This just in. You're the guy that pierced the butthole of Cardi B.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside,
What is it?
all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Addictive.
Oh, she is addictive.
It's a
get over here.
Yeah. All my sexy body ladies, my babies. Now is the time for you to let loose and get crazy.
You lit my fire.
Come on.
Baby, don't you stop now.
Keep it burning.
Let me hear you scream. Play my little game. Shut the two-way off now. Take them clothes off of me. Let me show you how we play my little game. Got my girls and me looking fly. Take a night out, we out the door. As I pull up to the club, saw you there, damn, you're hard to ignore. The party's jumping, you're on the floor. Let me put your hands where I want them more. As I move with you, I can't deny it. I want you badly, baby, we on fire. No, come into my secret place, you see what I do. You lit my fire. Baby, don't you stop now. Let me hear you scream and play my little game. Shut the two-way on now. Take them clothes off of me. Let me show you how we play my little game.
Move your body, girl. Shake your body, girl.
All the way down, all the way down.
Move your body, girl. Shake your body, girl.
All the way down, all the way down. Seen you around here once before. Turn my head to your heart to ignore. Got me thinking, I approach ya. Give you my number to give me a call. Just you ain't here now, I hear your voice. Asking me what I wear and take it off. I'm wondering if you're coming over, so we can do just a little exploring. I just wanna show you what you want me to. Come into my secret place, you see what I do. You lit my fire. Baby, don't you stop now. Let me hear you scream and play my little game. Shut the two-way off now. Take them clothes off of me. Let me show you how we play my little game.
Let me see you in the dance hall, girl, no it's on. You know. Love the way you flex and the way you perform. Move your body. Tell no lie, girl, you body a guan. Can't wait for you dropping on me palm. Cause indeed, girl, you got me intrigued. Requesting my love, me give you what you need. Proceed. Give give you loving and make you please and make you sing songs like these. Sweet melodies, your heart and your soul you revealing. Anytime you're ready, make me know what's the dealing. Throw your wine, girl, me don't know the meaning. Tonight I'm gonna give you some of this sexual healing. Girl, you're sexy, you're so appealing. The face and the way, some me know you are the real thing. Gonna have you screaming, lots of heart breathing. So my girl, why express your feelings?
You lit my fire, baby, don't you stop now. Let me hear you screaming, play my little game. Shut the two-way on now. Take them clothes off of me. Let me show you how we play my little game. Oh, you lit my fire, baby, don't you stop now. Let me hear you screaming,
all my ladies, my baby.
play my little game. Shut the two-way on now. Take them clothes off of me. Let me show you how we play my little game.
Move your body, girl. Shake your body, girl. Hey, you feel wine and go down now. Move your body, girl. Shake your body, girl. Hey, you better wine and go down now. Move your body, girl. Sexy body, girl. Hey, you feel wine and go down now. Move your body, girl. Sexy body, girl. Wine and go down now.
Happy Hour will be right back.
So we got some exciting news that just broke in the Happy Hour Megaplex. I got invited onto this website called code80x.com where you can get sponsors for your podcast. And we have 4 that I applied for. I went for ones that would go in my demographic. And the first one we have is Afuera Coffee, A-F-U-E-R-A Coffee. When I tell you that it's the best coffee around, I'm a man of my words. It's carefully sourced coffee and it's roasted with care. If you go to AFUERA coffee.com and at checkout use keyword Hoppe, H-O-P-P-E, you can save 15%. That's AFUERA coffee.com, Afuera Coffee, and at checkout use keyword Hoppe, H-O-P-P-E, to save 15%. Because I'm doing you guys a service. Not only am I keeping you entertained during traffic, I'm also keeping you caffeinated.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family.
Yeah, you do.
Having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Doors closing.
Oh, yeah.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Hey, you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe. This is Eric Zane.
Hi.
I don't know these two people.
Oh, you don't?
But I know they're fucking assholes.
Oh, jeez.
Mike Calta and Rover, suck my dick for what you did to Ryan.
What a picture he painted there.
Triggering middle-aged dudes since 2012.
Yeah.
This is Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning. Tune in and you'll see. Ryan Hoppe's got the magic. It's live on your frequency.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer.
Got it.
Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together. Make your morning bright. Live with Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, sure.
We're setting things just right.
Whatever.
Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer.
Shut up, bitch.
Turn that dial to Hoppe.
That's kind of mean.
We'll make your
Sorry, AI.
clear.
856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Always email me. Ryan Hoppe Radio at gmail.com. I saw this here. Eagle fan, age 18, pays horrific price for climbing light pole during post-game celebrations. He sustained a brain injury from the fall at 15th and Market in Center City, Philadelphia. He was rushed to Jefferson's Hospital after the incident. No further identifying details have been related about the teen at this time. His fall came after Mayor Sherelle Parker begged fans not to climb light poles as a customary after the win. You don't want to be in a celebratory moment, have a tragedy occur. She said, please don't climb the poles. And they did anyway. The only people that should be climbing poles are the strippers that are giving the Eagles lap dances. And he seems to be in serious condition. The police are also investigating a number of injuries, including a stabbing and assaults. I never quite get that, man. I never quite get when these cities it's mainly just Philly. Vancouver did it too when they lost to the Blackhawks in 2010 in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. But like demolishing your city over sports, over athletes that don't care about you, over athletes you'll never meet, you're a loser. Sorry to be insensitive, but I don't give a rat's ass. Just like how the athletes don't give a rat's ass about you. Oh, that was cool how that ended there. That was like really awesome. That was really awesome.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
I'm always pulling for Philadelphia.
Jason Kelsey is sticking to his roots.
Hell yeah, he is loyal.
The former NFL star who played 13 seasons for the Philadelphia Eagles is revealing who he'll be rooting for come Super Bowl Sunday.
He was really underrated in a way. I mean, he wasn't like really famous until the whole Taylor Swift thing.
As his brother Travis Kelsey and the Chiefs take on the Eagles. During an appearance on the WIP morning show January 9th,
yeah, everybody in Philly listens to WIP or Preston and Steve.
Jason explains why it's always been a tough choice for him.
I think I'm probably in the same boat that my mom was in watching us play in the Super Bowl, where you're kind of rooting for a great game, both offenses to play well, and whoever wins, you'll end up being happy.
I think he's probably rooting for Travis, but just saying it publicly.
And feeling a little bit upset for the other team. But obviously, I know I'm not on the team anymore, but I know so many of those people in the organization. This is where I live.
Hell yeah, you're loyal.
I'm always pulling for Philadelphia. And, I always root for my brother, too. So that's the reality of the answer.
Your brother's got enough trophies. Come on.
Sounds like every Philadelphia radio shows.
I agree. He does have enough.
However, last year, the dad of three was more definitive, choosing his former teammates over the Chiefs, saying on a March 2024 New Heights podcast episode with his brother,
"No dumb questions. If the Chiefs play the Eagles in the Super Bowl next year, will Jason root for Travis?"
That's not the question. It says, who will Jason root for? I will root for the Eagles, of course, because I will always be an Eagle.
Such bull.
First.
Oh, grow up, Travis.
And foremost.
First and foremost?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll also root for Travis to have a good game, of course, because he's my brother. But no, I'll definitely be cheering on the Eagles.
That is one loyal bird, no pun intended, being Jason Kelsey.
Well, there you go, Baber. Got what you asked for. Good luck to your Eagles.
That's the end of that question.
Still.
Oh, geez. You can see a little bit of the tense sibling rivalry.
That question.
Still, the brotherly support was on full display as Jason finished reporting from the Eagles' win over the Commanders Sunday, January 26th, and then hopped on a flight to Kansas City to make it in time to see Travis and the Chiefs defeat the Bills that evening.
We have a lot of listeners in Kansas City after I interviewed radio legend and should-be Hall of Famer Johnny Dare from 98.9 The Rock in Kansas City, and I interviewed him last year, one of my highest listened to shows, or Reddit articles about it. It was quite cool. What I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, besides patting myself on the back, I'm sore from patting myself on the back and from, protesting the masturbation bill in Mississippi. What I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is I have a lot of listeners in Kansas City, and I want you, if you're listening right now in KCMO, to call me 856-49-HOPPY, HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. Leave me a voicemail. Has the city been more happening?
Jason was even spotted wearing a number 87 Travis Kelce jersey at the game.
I wonder how much they really get along.
Probably organizationally be rooting for the Eagles.
Got it. 856-49-HOPPY. Ex-NFL head of officiating Dean Blandano, almost like the name Dean Blundell, a Canadian radio legend. Do you notice how everything goes back to radio for me because I'm a nerd? Well, former NFL head of officiating Dean Blandino says there's no bias towards the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't miss these Mondays after big games and people are talking about the officiating a little too much.
No, they're not. You just whipped by Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell knew you were going to do his interview, and he was like, "Hey, buddy, help me out, or you're whipped."
So, I don't miss that in my old job.
Yeah, right. A lot more fun, I guess, to watch it from the outside and comment on Dean. I guess before we look forward towards the Super Bowl, some of the calls from the AFC
Yeah, the ones that should have gone to Bills' way.
Championship game yesterday, Dean. Xavier Worthy, the catcher, was it not a catch? And the failed fourth down play from the Buffalo Bills where they were obviously stopped. Do you have any issues with either of those plays, Dean, as you've now had the benefit of hindsight to watch these plays that were, of course, in both cases went against the Bills?
Sure. Yeah. I think right now there seems to be a heightened call. The Chiefs get the call, right? That's the narrative. So, and you look at those two plays, they were both close. I thought the Xavier Worthy one, it was a close call, could have went either way on the field. They ruled it a catch. And the way you're looking at that is, yes, the ball did touch the ground, but did it ever come loose? I thought it was pinned up against the bodies. I didn't see any bobble or any real loss of control. So once they ruled it a catch, I didn't see any way they could have changed it.
He sounds so whipped like a company man.
Spot on the fourth down was close. When I watched it live, I thought it was a first down. I really did. I thought he made the big line. It was close. And you watch the two officials. One official was coming in from the top, looked like that official had the spot at the line to gain. The other official.
All right, I'm getting bored. So he's just ass kissing. I get it. You got to defend your boy, Roger Goodell. I don't know if you have like a severance package or something you're freaking out about. Also, Bill Burr, I guess, called out. What's that guy's name? Why am I drawing a blank? Let me look it up. Bill Burr. Rich Eisen, that boring company man. That was exactly what Bill Burr did. He went on his show and called him a company man, but I'm very mad at Bill Burr for not being funny anymore, so we're not going to play the clip.
Donald Trump's granddaughter can't deny her genetics. Kai Trump sparked
Yeah, she really looks like her dad.
lookalike comments with her aunt Ivanka in a new behind-the-scenes photo from the president's inauguration.
Whoa, you're going to look like your family members? What a cunt. Oh, geez, I didn't mean to press that. You're going to look like your family members? What a concept.
The budding golf star shared a series of never-before-seen Instagram snaps of the event 1 week later, including one of her and the first daughter smiling together in
I don't mean to say this in a mean way, but she doesn't have to work a day in her life.
what looked like a Capitol room near the rotunda where Trump was sworn in. Commenters noticed Kai and Ivanka's similar features, with some even admitting that they mistakenly thought the pair were mother and daughter.
It's a little weird.
Kai is actually one of Donald Trump Jr.'s 5 children with ex-wife Vanessa,
I wonder what she thinks about her dad cheating on Kimberly Guilfoyle.
who was also present at the inauguration and twinned with Kai in family pics. The 17-year-old has shared multiple peeks at her inauguration experience, even vlogging her glam routine.
It's very weird how all these MAGA people are obsessing over her. It's creepy. She's 17. Once she's 18, whatever.
Tonight, I was doing something. Look about this. So guys, I have this one. Oh, it's hot.
She speaks very strangely.
Eye in the back. Okay. This one's for the ball too. This is Sherry Hill. She sent me some.
Oh, right, whatever. You're wearing designer clothes. I would expect that. 856-49-HOPPY. Joey Fatone gives an update on those NSYNC reunion rumors.
Happy Hot Topic!
NSYNC fave Joey Fatone is taking a bow on a different kind of stage these days, the Broadway stage, in the production of And Juliet.
He tells us all about the Smash show and revealed if an NSYNC reunion tour is happening anytime soon.
All right, I got to skip over this because of copyright. All right, so he says there's a possibility that there might be a reunion, but I can't play it because of copyright. It really friggin' sucks. I'm going to even have to edit that. The copyright will strike you down.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Sure, yeah, Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, sure. Got it.
Hoppe.
That's me.
Hoppe.
Mm-hmm.
It's sure me, Ryan Hoppe.
Whatever.
Hoppe. Hoppe. Hoppe.
Oh, yeah.
Hoppe. 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 It's sure me, Ryan Hoppe.
This following segment has been brought to you by Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com.
Hey, Hoppe, it's you and me and Ryan Hoppe.
When I tell you Fortify.com is the best place to go. You see how I mixed the word best and place? Blessed. Fortify.com is the best place to get pre and post workout. When you go to Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com, and I check out, use keyword Ryan20.
You fucking bound that you go to real.
Oh, jeez. You can save 20%.
You doing go to real. You could be born a real. Dollars have a fucking bill. I heard you come up with the me, just $1 seal.
Whatever.
Cal never do you wanna do, she know and new. You gotta do and know you wanna do, she know and new.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody.
That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show. And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Love us or hate us, you're still listening. Welcome to Hoppe Hour.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Ryan's tall like the sky.
Oh, I am.
6'9" he's fly.
Thanks, brah.
From Chicago to the Bay.
Whatever.
In St. Pete he'll stay.
Got it.
Talk of love and fame.
Mm-hmm.
Dating life's his game.
Shut up.
News on stars he spills. With laughter filled.
Oh, what's going on?
Happy hour, all you need.
Oh, sure.
Rich and Ely, take a seat. Ryan's got the groove. Happy hour makes you move.
Oh, what's going on?
A cat by his side.
Oh, I do.
In Florida they reside.
856-49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. But guess what? I want to get back to the song before we get back to trashing celebrities.
Happy hour in your souls. Happy hour, all you need. Rich and Ely, take a seat. Ryan's got the groove. Happy hour makes you move. A cat by his side. In Florida they reside.
What up, Luna? Shut up. Love my cat. She's like my daughter. Not to be dark, but I wish she would live as long as a human daughter. It's the most unfair thing about life, that animal lives are short. Ah, it sucks. Now I'm depressed. Love you, Luna. What's funny is I love that meow, but to a lot of people, it's very irritating. Like there was a time that my cat almost died, and the 1025 The Bone listeners, saved the day by helping. I did a GoFundMe with my ex, and we were able to save the cat. It was very annoying. Mike Calta, I asked him if he could share the GoFundMe, and he goes, "It's just a cat." Thanks, bud.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
And you just have a radio show.
Nikki Garcia is getting candid. In her first interview since divorcing
Nikki Garcia,
ex-husband Artem Chigvinstev, the Total Bellas star shared to Us Weekly how she is doing. I have to say that 2025 has been amazing so far for me. I've really taken the time to kind of date myself. I have days
I'm using my vibrator
where I get to focus a lot on me and self-care and just really get to know who I am in my 40s. I feel like I have this whole new era to look at, and I get to choose how I want to be and where to take it. The WWE star began, later revealing what lessons she's learned over the past year. I think boundaries are so important, whether that's with your family, relationship, career, business partners, whatever it may be.
Whatever.
I'm also not going to stress about things not working out. I know whatever is meant for me or my purpose will come. The 41-year-old went on to share why she took a step back from the public eye after filing for divorce following the arrest of her ex.
Yeah, when you go through something traumatic like that, I would need space too.
Who was booked on suspicion of felony domestic violence charges, though the Napa County District Attorney ultimately did not pursue criminal charges.
Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I've gotten into some heated argument with exes, but I've never once thought about punching a woman. If that is in your mindset, to punch a woman, you are a bitch. You are a scumbag. You are a loser, and nobody loves you. Women can drive us nuts, but you don't punch them. What the hell are you doing punching a woman? You're a loser.
Of felony domestic violence charges, though the Napa County District Attorney ultimately did not pursue criminal charges. Everything was very shocking, all of it, and I think that was a main reason why I knew I had to disconnect. I was in shock. You couldn't have ever told me that this would have been the ending of my 2024 or my marriage. I wouldn't have believed you. It takes a long time to process something. I needed that disconnection to process everything that happened, she said. Nikki also revealed that during that time, she really leaned on her therapist, mom, and sister Bree.
Yeah, having a good therapist is really cool. Also, I know this sounds weird, but ChatGPT is another good therapist.
The TV personality also shared that Bree had felt that her relationship should end long before it did, though noted that their mom was a huge supporter of her and her ex. The former couple also shared.
Yeah, that's always hard whenever you're trying to break up with someone and like the mom likes the idea of what they see in your ex. And then it's like, no, we gotta break up.
Their 4-year-old son, Mateo. Nikki explained to the magazine that he is okay and not affected, while also revealing if things have been explained to him, saying, I've used words like divorce, but it's only been when he's asked. Everything's kind of been about us just having our own homes. You get to go see mommy and you get to go see daddy. On Christmas, we made sure we were both there when we baked Santa's cookies. Mateo went to bed and we both were there when he woke up, because he's our focus. We want to keep those moments. She went on to share that what is crazy to her about co-parenting is the schedule, as she detailed, it's wild that one day it's like, okay, here are the days you get your son, and that's just what you do. For me, that part is incredibly tough. I had never been in our home without him. So getting through those days is extremely difficult because I just love being around my son so much. Later in the interview, the Total Bellas star shared that though she still feels heartache at times, she overall feels grateful and joyful. She also revealed that she saves drinking for special occasions and can't really have more than 2 drinks because the hangovers are for real now.
Oh, yeah. Because you're older.
Madonna's daughter Lourdes Leon is expressing herself at Paris Fashion Week. Lourdes Leon, the 28-year-old daughter of Madonna and Carlos Leon, went braless and bared her nipples in a see-through catsuit at Saint Laurent's menswear show on January 28th during 2025 Paris Fashion Week. Although she
So you're taking after your mother.
She did bring an oversized leather trench coat, she only had the garment draped over her shoulders, exposing her nipples. The 28-year-old completes the NSFW look with black stilettos and gold jewelry. When it comes to her sense of style, Lourdes admits to stealing some of Madonna's clothes.
Yeah, I would too.
She jokes to Interview in 2021, quote, but now there's a lock on her closets. When she's not in the house, those things are locked tight, because I take everything I feel that I'm entitled to. But aside from borrowed clothing, Lourdes goes...
That's a big word. We know her type of personality. If a woman feels like she's entitled to something, stay away from her.
Goes on to explain how she's her own person when it comes to everything else. My mom is such a control freak, and she has controlled me my whole life, she says before explaining how she paid for her own college tuition
Oh, congrats.
At the University of Michigan. I needed to be completely independent from her as soon as I graduated high school.
Yeah, I could see Madonna being a helicopter mom.
The dancer goes on to note that she and her siblings, quote, don't get any handouts.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of celebrities. Whenever they I know you want to teach your kids about the world and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to leave you money or I'm going to do this, but it's just so douchey. Take care of your kids.
Obviously, I grew up with extreme privilege, but I think my mom saw all these other kids of famous people and she was like, my kids are not going to be like this.
They're not going to be brats. They're just going to show their nipple in public. 856. 49 Hoppe. Let's groove out to the music to end this video. Oh, sure. Sounds like music you hear when you're getting a haircut at like a Middle Eastern place. Like there's barbers that are Middle Eastern and they'll play EDM music and it reminds me of this. Whatever. 856 49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773. Before, I was walking over my words a little bit. I was getting a little hyper, getting a little out of here. And the thing is, I didn't take my Lamictal for the afternoon, so now I feel great. And since we are talking about drugs, I got my weed pen right here, my Delta 8. Time for the daily smoke up. So if you're listening to my words right now, let's do this. That's better.
Happy hot topic.
I'll have a panic attack in 5 minutes, but whatever.
Orlando Bloom is sharing his reaction to Keira Knightley's comments about Pirates of the Caribbean. Following the actress revealing to The Times that she felt the franchise was, quote, making and breaking her at the same time, Orlando weighs in on his experience while filming the movies, and
I only saw the first one, or maybe the second one, but I saw the first one in the movie theater with my dad. To me, it was like the Harry Potter movies, where like the first two are good, but then you're like, I'm good. I don't need to see this.
Here's his support for his former co-star, telling Entertainment Weekly in an interview published January 28th, "It was such a huge moment in time, it feels almost like another lifetime. But it certainly was unique, and you know, I'm always grateful. But
that's good.
I definitely understand where Keira was coming from, and she does wonderful things. I have a lot of positive takeaways."
Oh, that's good. I wonder if they hooked up.
Orlando and Keira starred in the first 3 movies of the franchise. He played character Will Turner alongside his love interest Elizabeth Swann, played by Keira. The two did not appear in the 4th film, On Stranger Tides, but did make cameos in 2017's Dead Men Tell No Tales.
I did not see that.
Orlando's comments come a little over 2 months since Keira expressed to The Times how she struggled with the negative reaction of her character, yet its positive impact on her career, saying, "I was seen as because of the Pirates films, and yet because they did so well, I was given the opportunity to do the films that I ended up getting Oscar nominations for. They were the most successful films I'll ever be a part of, and they were the reason that I was taken down publicly."
Okay, 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. What the hell is going on with Tom Green?
Happy hot topic.
Tom Green details his decision to move away from the Hollywood spotlight. The comedian, who now lives in a remote area of Canada, speaks with the New York Times ahead of a flurry of his new projects.
I need to really take a deep dive into Tom Green. I was a little too young when he came out, but I respect his body of work.
Hitting Amazon Prime Video this month, including a stand-up special, documentary, and reality series. In 2021, Tom decided to leave Hollywood after 2 decades to live on a 150-acre farm in a remote area of his home country of Canada.
Yeah, he probably got real sick of LA.
He tells the New York Times of his departure, "I'm not really a Hollywood guy. I started to feel like I wasn't being true to my authentic self."
A round of applause. Usually when I play the round of applause sound effect, I'm being sarcastic. But good for you, bruh.
Tom, whose MTV comedy show The Tom Green Show ran from 1994 to 2000, says of his decision to walk away, "I'm very relieved that somehow I ended up making the choice to come back to Canada. I thought about it for years, and when COVID happened, lives were turned upside down. I had the time to make the move."
He's very relieved, unlike the people in Mississippi with the masturbation ban.
I was not touring anymore, doing my stand-up, and I had a chance to make this choice. The 53-year-old's rise to fame is chronicled in the new doc, as well as his life on the farm.
My name is Tom Green. You may remember me from the Tom Green Show.
Oh yeah, Freddie got fingered.
I got mustard in my eye. None of your damn business where I'm going.
Okay. Well, for the last
All right, whatever.
20 years I've lived in Hollywood, California. That's my house. And, well, I sold it. I moved to the country in Canada. A farm, not far from my hometown.
That's cool. What's going on with Diddy?
This is the first time that I'm speaking about it. Something that I'll never forget, actually.
It's the brand new interview that could blow the Diddy case wide open.
He was responsible.
Diddy would know about blowing.
For Diddy's day-to-day life. So he is able to provide a lot of information about what that life was like. He goes into detail on extensive drug use.
For the first time, Diddy's senior executive assistant, Phil Pines, is revealing what he witnessed for 3 years while working for the jailed music mogul.
Now, I don't want to manifest this, but a part of me wonders, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if any of these people will have a hit put on them, if there's any way that Diddy's found innocent, or if he puts it on from jail.
Mm-hmm. My life changed a lot from that day, and I've never really recovered from it.
But he says the term freak-offs was new to him.
And he also provides a lot of information about what we have come to know as freak-offs, but what Phil says were called wild king nights. He gives a lot of information about these group sex parties, what the setup for them required, what the
Yeah, it's got to be really weird.
cleanup for them was like, which is one of the most disturbing aspects.
We did not realize the extent of the darkness.
Journalist Mara Escampo interviewed the Diddy insider, who sued his former boss, alleging sexual harassment and sexual battery in this 32-page civil suit filed in LA.
And I know you said he explained all of the items that were involved in these Wild King nights. Did he mention who would participate as well?
A lot of them were unknown to him. He did mention that a lot of the women were very, very young as 20, not underage, but certainly young women.
Did Phil explain why he's speaking out now?
He said he's speaking out because he believes Diddy's a predator. He wants accountability, and he doesn't want someone like this to run unchecked in the future.
The highly anticipated 30-minute sit-down interview airs tonight after the two-part finale of ID Discovery's bombshell 4-part docuseries, The Fall of Diddy.
I'm not going to really watch these documentaries because I cover celebrity news every day on this radio show, so it's just kind of like, I already know, man.
Federal indictment says that these sex parties were filmed, and one of Phil's key responsibilities was to delete those.
Yeah, it's got to be weird. Like the people that were at the parties that were like, I don't like this.
Was to scrub.
Like I've been around people that cheat on their wife, and it's very weird when you see them talking to another woman.
Any digital video evidence of these events. Why? Because these are the same devices that other people in Diddy's life were using.
He said, I'm Puff Daddy. I'll eat your face off.
That sounds very weird. And then he said to Diddy, or he said to Meek Mill, I'll eat your dick off.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
It hurts me when I look around. Things can't stay like this. Though it seems I'm ghetto bound, things can't stay like this. So I'm struggling to find a way out. Things can't stay like this. If you know just what I'm talking about, say things can't stay like this.
Things can't stay like this.
Lord, how many prayers do a nigga gotta say before you send a blessing my way? Too much stress in my day, trying to do right with all this mess in my way. Just when I say things can't get no worse, something always go wrong. My landlord banging on the door, gotta keep my voice low so he don't know I'm home. My nigga grown, but it's hard to make these ends meet. My girl looking at dude cause he's been sweet. I mean too sweet and she too geek, and all I'm pushing is my 2 feet. Get on the bus, find 2 seats, tell her things get greater later. Feeling like a hater, cause if she wasn't with me, she probably be straight. The way that things go in my life, I feel like I'm trapped in a cage. Wanna jab out with a Mac in the gauge, stick up a bank like I'm back in the days. Snap in a rage, but then I come to my senses when I think about my son. It's been too long a time coming, so when the fuck that change gon' come?
It hurts me when I look around.
Said it hurts me.
Things can't stay like this.
Things can't stay like this.
Though it seems I'm ghetto bound. Things can't stay like this.
Things can't stay like this.
So I'm struggling to find a way out.
Trying to find a way out.
Things can't stay like this.
Struggling, trying to find a way
if
out.
You know just what I'm talking about.
If you know what I'm talking
say
about.
Things can't stay like this.
I'm going through a thing on the daily. I got a gig, but they don't wanna pay me nothing more than minimum wage, and it have been days that the pain overcame me to the point that tears were shed. See, my years ahead ain't no type of future. Cause where I'm from, you probably end up a bum if some stupid motherfucker don't shoot ya. Due to the fact I'm struggling, you think my mother would rub it in, but she throw it in my face. Better keep your place, cause she don't want me up in hers again. My daddy come by, I don't buzz him in, cause he just trying to get high. I'm just trying to get by. And my son becoming a big guy. Now growing his clothes every other day. I gotta deal with the games that his mother play. When she go wild, I can't see my child. Shit, there gotta be another way. Cause this way can't keep going on. Everything just keep going wrong. Another day, another bill, I'm owing on. I'm barely holding on.
Say it hurts me when I look around. Things can't stay like this.
Things can't stay like this.
No, it seems I'm ghetto now.
Seem like I'm ghetto.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Things can't stay like this.
So I'm struggling to find a way out.
Struggling.
Things can't stay like this.
Y'all don't know what I'm going through.
And you know just what I'm talking about. Say things can't stay like this.
Things can't stay like this.
Mother's crying, what to do? Baby mama drama too. Bills are due, ain't no food. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. Boys in jail, raising hell. Got no cheese to post his bill. Lost my job, clock is hot. Tell me when the shit gon' stop. Mother's crying, what to do? Baby mama drama too. Bills are due, ain't no food. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. Boys in jail, raising hell. Got no cheese to post his bill. Lost my job, clock is hot. Tell me when the shit gon' stop. Hurts me when I look around. Things can't stay like this.
Things can't stay like this.
Seems
like I'm ghetto.
Heavenly
Father, hear my prayer.
So I'm struggling to find a way out. Things can't stay like this.
Things can't stay like this. No, it can't.
And you know just what I'm talking about. Say things can't stay like this.
Man, things can't stay like this. If you've been in the hood too long and you can't see no way out, put your hands up if you know what I'm talking about. Now I don't mean to preach to y'all. I just gotta say this before I go. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but things can't stay like this no more.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
You and me and Ryan Hoppe.
That's me. Dizzy the bitch.
Hoppe.
Oh yeah, it's following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North. I said that funny. Sean, Mike Tyson, and Michael Strahan. 2700 22nd Street North in Edson, St. Petersburg. Kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. Women's self-defense classes. Go to 2700 22nd Street North for Amir Academy of Martial Arts.
Feel Ryan Hoppe.
And tell them I sent you, brah.
Ryan Hoppe. Nobody wanna feel happy.
Yeah.
Only so I evidently feel Ryan Hoppe.
Got it.
I'm a you don't wanna see a Hoppe.
Oh, sure.
Only so I evidently feel Hoppe. You.
Whatever.
I know you wanna do. I know you wanna do.
Oh, really?
I know you wanna do. You wanna do. You wanna do.
Oh, sure.
I know you wanna do. I know you wanna do.
Yeah.
And me and Ryan Hoppe. You and me and Ryan Hoppe.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them, work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
It's Brother Weeze, and you are listening to the Hoppe Hour with my main man, Ryan Hoppe.
Recording for the average Joe and Jane because we don't discriminate by gender. If you work hard, keep listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
We need some lo-fi vibes. Oh, sure, baby.
Hoppe Hour in the air. Feel the vibe everywhere.
Got it.
Kick back in your chair.
I know what you mean.
Life beyond compare.
Whatever.
Hoppe Hour, take it slow.
Oh, I will, baby.
Let the rhythm gently flow. Catch the beats in the glow. Tune in, let it grow.
Whatever.
Hoppe Hour, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hoppe Hour everywhere.
Oh, it's really tripping me out right now.
Hoppe Hour, feel the flare. Oh yeah. Hoppe Hour if you dare. Hoppe Hour, set the scene.
856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Follow me on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And what do you think my website is? DizzyAsABitch.com. No, it's ryanhopperadio.com.
Just vibes we confess.
Oh, yeah.
Spin the tracks nonetheless.
Whatever.
Chill with us, nothing less. Hoppe Hour, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hoppe Hour everywhere. Hoppe Hour, feel the flare.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
A man pardoned by President Trump for his role in the January 6th riot at the Capitol building has reportedly been killed by police. The Indiana State Police say 42-year-old Matthew Huddle got into an altercation with an officer during a
Yeah, he thinks he's so cool now, you know. He's like, I got released so I can do whatever. How did that work for you, scumbag?
traffic stop. They say the officer fired at the suspect, fatally wounding him. Investigators say a firearm was also found in the suspect's vehicle. Reports say Huddle had pleaded guilty to one charge of entering and remaining in a restricted building on January 6, 2021. DOJ included these photos of Huddle in their complaint against him.
That was a weird day, by the way. It's just very trashy of America. And second of all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the people that did that, or all the people that supported that, are all mutants.
He was sentenced to 6 months in federal prison and 12 months supervised release. However, earlier
and now he's dead.
This month, he received a pardon for his actions, the same day President Trump was sworn into office to start his second presidential term.
It's got to make you really cocky that you get pardoned by Trump. You probably think you can do whatever.
The Indiana State Police is investigating Huddle's shooting and says the deputy has been placed on paid administrative leave.
I wonder if he was bragging and they were maybe like liberal.
While it's being conducted.
Oh, geez. 856-49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773.
A teen TikToker was killed outside a Southern California shopping mall.
Man, there's just a lot going on in Southern LA. I gotta skip over this because of the copyright of the dancing videos.
Media.
All right. So this girl died. I'm sorry. I don't mean to click on the link and then not play it. But the problem is a lot of these TikToks will show they have copyright, and I got to be very careful about copyright. Let's talk about this scumbag.
A final salvo from Jim Acosta directed at President Trump.
What a liberal douchebag.
It is never a good time to bow down to a tyrant.
The
Bye, bitch.
CNN anchor quit today, but not before bashing Trump one more time.
What a classless loser. All these network TV stations think they're so much better than Trump. I can't stand it. And I don't like the pro-Trump ones either. I don't watch the news.
Give in to the lies. Don't give in to the fear.
That's enough. Put down the mic.
That was a legendary moment. I'm not a big fan of Trump, but he has some moments where he's a boss.
Acosta routinely butted heads with the president during Trump's first term, including that notorious incident when he wrestled for the mic with a White House intern.
You are a rude...
Trump's but that intern.
Rude.
Or tried.
Terrible person.
When reports surfaced that CNN was moving Acosta from his plum 10 a.m. morning slot to the midnight graveyard shift, Trump celebrated. Wow. Wow, really good news. Jim Acosta has been relegated by CNN fake news to the midnight hour.
Now, I don't really disagree with him, but I thought he was going to get groceries cheaper.
Word is that he wants to quit, and that would be even better. Jim is a major loser who will fail no matter where he ends up. Good luck, Jim. Today, Trump got his wish, but Acosta vowed to keep fighting the fight.
No one cares. No one's going, oh my God, Jim Acosta, you're a real hero.
I've always believed it's the job of the press to hold power to account. I've always tried to do that here at CNN.
No, you didn't do
And I
a good
plan
job.
on doing all of that in the future.
And Selena Gomez is facing more backlash today after her tearful...
All right, I'll play that video in a second. What do we got going on here? What the hell is going on with Paris Hilton?
Happy Hot Topic!
I gotta say, my heart has just been with you and your family after experiencing your devastating loss from the wildfires in
Oh, geez.
Los Angeles. How are you holding up?
Oh, amazing. My house burned down. What do you think?
It's heartbreaking just because I had so many memories in that house with Phoenix, and we had our art room there, so all of the art that Phoenix and I used to make, just like all the sentimental things are what I care about most. But my heart is breaking more for everyone who's lost their homes, their family, their pets. It's just been so heartbreaking and devastating to see what's happening to our amazing city, and it's been heartbreaking.
All right, LA's not an amazing city, though. I'm going to be honest with you.
But I've been doing whatever I can to support.
And I mean, you've experienced a devastating loss, but you have rallied for your community, for animals, for strangers, for friends.
Yeah, Spencer and Heidi, I know they lost their stuff and are not as rich as Paris Hilton, but they've been making it about them. And Paris Hilton, like the princess that she is, and made a hell of a sex tape, much better than Kim Kardashian's. Yeah, she's out here, doing her thing. She's all grown up.
Like none other. Why was that important for you to rally around everyone and really step in and show the importance of providing during this time?
I've grown up in Los Angeles my entire life, and I love my community, and it's just been so heartbreaking just seeing what's happened and people losing everything that they have. And I know I'm in a position where I can help and do my part and also raise awareness and make a difference, because it's really important when people can come together and do that. And that's what, the silver lining in all of this is I've seen just all the communities supporting each other so much and people helping each other out. And it's been, in such a scary and difficult time, it's really nice to see just how much it's brought people together.
Yeah, and you have brought...
All right, so there's that going on. I see this here. Harvey Weinstein. I can't hold on much longer. Would rather be in court than jail. Well, maybe you shouldn't be a serial rapist. Harvey Weinstein is begging to go back to court for his rape retrial because he doesn't think he'll hold on much longer behind bars. The controversial former film producer, who is set to be retried in New York City after his 2020 conviction was overturned last year following an appeal, pleaded to move the court date in a Manhattan courtroom Wednesday, where Harvey looked worse than ever. Harvey, who has been wheelchair-bound and frail-looking during the court appearance. I love how before the court appearance, you never saw Harvey Weinstein in a wheelchair, and then all of a sudden, when he was going to court, he was like, I need the wheelchair and the canes. God, you're an effing scumbag. Rihanna shows up for A$AP Rocky's trial, sitting with his mom and sister. She probably doesn't want to be there, but she's like, I need to show a likability to my husband. Joanna Man Miguel A. Nunez Jr. Only black dudes get called out for wearing dresses. Robin Williams didn't catch heat. That's a good point.
I hear about all this demasculating of men and all of that stuff. We only hear that shit from period. We only hear that from us. They don't come out against each other. I don't get it. I don't get the whole entire argument. I mean, I think they said that the demasculation of men or something like that. I don't see it that way. I did Joanna, man. And I enjoyed it. It was a hell of a funny movie. You didn't see it.
It was a classic.
Anybody come out against Dustin Hoffman when he did Tootsie? It was an amazing movie, and I didn't see any white people come and tell, well, he got on a dress. Why the white man got on a dress when he got on a dress? And then and Robin Williams.
I agree with him, but he's probably racist against white people.
As Miss Doubtfire, those were great movies. Those are great films.
Oh,
but I don't see how you can attribute Martin when he played Shanae. And Jamie Foxx was my favorite when he. What was her name? With the lips. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. I think that's as much as it should go. A man doing a comedy, just like Robin Williams and Tootsie and Joanna Man and Shanae, those were all comedies. And
whatever. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6772 to the 3. Do you get it? Do you know what I'm saying? You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Coming up next, we'll talk about Patrick Mahomes' dad claiming he got hacked, some weird news that happened in Tampa Bay, and Sam Asghari talks about how it was difficult to be married to Britney. Duh. We will be right back on Happy Hour after this. If you're listening on the radio, don't touch that radio dial. And if you want to hear more, search HOPPE radio on all the streaming devices. And if you're listening on one of those devices, we appreciate it. We'll be right back on Happy Hour after this. Hang on.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Here's Soundmaster T with Droked Out, one of my favorite songs from the 2000s.
Yeah, hey, we got the remedy, we got the troll, we got them getting down on the floor. We get it.
CHI got a new sound, making all the get down. Pay the click, man, make it change swing. Pimps and the players gon' do the damn thing. Coming in the club, taking over streets, taking over, man, with the droked out beats. Got them on charge, got them on lock. Everywhere we go, guaranteed to blow the spot. Messages to them haters, trying to play them gators. Bullets gon' blaze you, nothing is gonna save you. Bets on the streets, bets on the beats. If you wanna bounce, best report to me. My city shot town, where I put it down. Ain't no limit, dropping beats by the pound. The ball's out a lot, cause you know I call the shots. Stacking paper like the baking sodas in the pot.
We got the remedy, we got the troll, we got them getting down on the floor. We get it.
We be getting choked out, we be getting choked out.
Hey, good. Hey, shawty, let me see you get loose. We getting
choked out, we be getting choked out.
Let's go.
We be getting choked out.
Poppin' Patron with a mean lean. Rim tilted and I'm representing my home team. Super ugly with a stack of money, it's a Gator King. By the bar, come Mr. Pimpin', it's a Gator thing. Tell them how we do it, Joe. Gator ones, rims spinning, and I ain't even driving, I'm just parking lot pimping. Slide off in the club, feeling managed, and I'm tipsy, so fresh, so clean. With a swagger in my lip, and what it is, what it do. Come on, shout it, let me see you get loose.
If you bought it, you can get some great goose. And VIP, I'm put my hands on you. Hey, we got the remedy, we got the troll, we got them getting down on the floor. We getting coked out, we be getting coked out, we be getting coked out. Never is. Hey goose, hey shout it, let me see you get loose. We getting coked out, we be getting coked out, we be getting coked out.
Don't be putting no chasers in my drink. I want 2 high liquors, pimp. Yeah. Smoke drink, smoke drink. Smoke drink, smoke drink. Stay bent all on the earth. I don't even curve. Speech all slurred. Nothing in my cup. Shit is all girl. Y'all hiding the motherfucker making up words. Liquor like men. I like them light skin. 2 at a time. Y'all them 20 twin. Patron and Grey Goose. Tanqueray and Seagram's gin. Stay together in my glass like they all best friends. I can't walk. I can't talk. Joking from the day to the dark. Teeth off a square, but my goons on P. It's drinks on you, all eyes on me. And niggas with me drinking dog. Henny mixed with Remy Ma. Party going all night. When we kick it hard. Niggas get they smoke out. They be getting choked out. Mix it with some liquor, nigga. We be getting droked out.
We be getting coked out, coked out, coked out. We be getting coked out, coked out, coked out. We be getting coked out, coked out, coked out. We be getting coked out.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Following segment has been brought to you by, what do we want to do? Counselingoncall.net. If you live in Florida or Maryland and you need help with your mental health, go to counselingoncall.net. Now, if you're listening in all the other states or countries, get help with your mental health. It's a PSA. But if you're in Florida or Maryland, go to counselingoncall.net. I speak to my guy, Jay, every week, and he's the best. If you go to counselingoncall.net and you tell them that you heard about it from me, they'll hook it up. We're going to come back and keep the show going.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Hey, radio listener, it's Kevin Klein from Klein Alley Show on 106.7 K-Rock in Los Angeles. Perhaps you've never heard of us, maybe you have, but who cares? You're listening to Hoppe Hour with my boy, Ryan Hoppe. Good guy, way too tall, definitely a product of incest.
Back with the man who says what everyone's thinking. This is Ryan Hoppe on Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Ah, the AI song that mispronounced my name. I still love it.
This is the theme to Hoppe Hour.
Oh, sure.
The theme to Hoppe Hour. Oh, wow.
Got it.
With Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe.
Hour. Let's laugh, let's dance right now.
Oh, really?
Pop, pop, shoo up in the tower. Silly jokes, the laughs will shower.
Whatever.
Here with all the chatter. Tune in, folks, it really matters. Hoppe Hour is the thing with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe.
Sing, grab your friends and let's all swing. It's the theme on What a Zing. Scooby-Doo and wacky tunes. Ryan's laughter fills the rooms. Crazy fun and all the looms. Hop Sour brings the
Hoppe.
Catch the wave and ride the fun with Hoppe Hour. We're never done. Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe.
Come and join us, everyone. Hoppe Hour is the thing with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe.
Sing.
856
Friends and
49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
Happy Hot Topic.
What the hell is going on from Inside Edition? Because you know, Inside Edition's always there for you.
Humans may be one step closer to destroying the world, or at least that's what scientists behind the doomsday clock think.
You always got these boomer, scientists that know that the boomer generation screwed over the millennials, so they try to find a way to prove that it's not their fault. Douchebags.
The Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists is a nonprofit organization dedicated to tracking human-made threats to the environment, specifically nuclear risk, climate change, biological threats, and disruptive technologies. In 1947, the Bulletin debuted the Doomsday Clock.
The clock is a metaphor for estimating humanity's proximity to catastrophe.
Only on Hoppe Hour can I go from talking about side chicks to something deep like this.
In 2023, the Bulletin set the clock at 90 seconds to midnight, the closest to disaster it has ever been, citing the war in Ukraine, the COVID-19 pandemic, and cyber-enabled disinformation.
Scientists predicted we were at a metaphorical 7 minutes to midnight in 1947. The Doomsday Clock's minute hand has been reset 26 times since then, possibly leaving civilization with mere seconds before disaster.
Whatever. Hey. Yo.
Ryan Hoppe on the mic, breaking down the scenes. NBA drama, living out the dreams. Ex-wives wildin', stories about the queens. Dropping knowledge bombs, all in on the schemes. Hoppe's loose, man, he knows it all.
Oh, thank you.
From scandals to the court, rise and fall.
Got it.
Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppe Hour got that shock and awe. MJ the
Kings reportedly open to De'Aaron Fox trade offers. He's rumored to prefer the Spurs. He's one of those guys that has all the skills in the world, but no defense. And also kind of a prima donna attitude for never winning anything. It's like, who the hell do you think you are? De'Aaron Fox? No, you're making like 9 figures or whatever.
Eat full of stories.
But you just are not a winner.
Sit down gets unanimous.
Miami suspends Jimmy Butler indefinitely.
Y'all know the score, buddy.
I got such a love-hate with Jimmy Butler. I just want him to be great, but that personality, I think we're beginning to learn that Jimmy Butler's kind of a bitch. He got into that whole incident with Karl Anthony Towns when he was out in Minnesota. Then he got into the incident at the Miami Heat practice where he left when he found out he's suspended. God, dating him must be insufferable. He probably just walks out the house and goes and bangs Rachel Nichols.
Have a ball. Now I got that shock and awe. Yeah, Hoppe Hour got that shock and awe.
Whoa, Happy Hot Topic.
And if you don't get the Rachel Nichols reference, she interviewed Jimmy Butler during the 2020 quarantine COVID NBA little thing they did where they revived the season in Orlando. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Rachel Nichols interviewed Jimmy Butler, and it was really flirtatious. And then that night, he had company in his apartment, or in his little apartment or hotel or whatever they were staying at during COVID, and there were loud noises.
Isaiah Thomas signed with the Salt Lake City Stars in the G League yesterday, and then a day later, his debut game for the team, he dropped a 40-piece along with 8 assists. And
Isaiah Thomas really is a strange player because for some reason, he's not good enough to make it into the NBA. He probably peaked in 2017, 2018 with the Celtics, but he's still a baller, a shot caller.
And 3 rebounds. He's back getting buckets even if it is in the G League. Here's his highlights.
You're still got to be pretty good to be in a G League.
Michaela Nogueira is no longer wearing her wedding ring.
Who and why?
I am ready to spill the tea as to why I have stopped wearing my wedding ring.
The makeup influencer revealed the decision came from an unexpected side effect of her 60-pound weight loss.
Because I lost 60 pounds.
Oh, you got Ozempic face. We can tell.
This ring is now humongous.
Fans chimed into the comments section with support, writing, "I've been married nearly 20 years, and I don't always wear mine. People need to calm down."
Yeah, it's a little sketchy. Because, if a man doesn't wear it, then they're cheating. But when a woman does, my finger's sore. So are other places.
And you owe no one an explanation. While others provided solutions, saying, "Get it resized," and "Put it on a necklace." Michaela has previously spoken out on TikTok.
God, you got nice little boobies.
Denying Ozempic allegations.
Of course you took it. I don't think you worked hard.
While the influencer says she has no issues with others taking Ozempic, accusations she's on the drug are upsetting.
Oh my goodness, I'm not trying to sound rude, but they're showing her without makeup. Not too good. You can see the real beauty of a woman after a night of sex when you wake up at 9 a.m. and they're laying next to you. That's when you see the real beauty.
I will never personally do Ozempic because...
Oh, and she got this voice? Yuck.
I don't find that... I don't want to cheat my recovery.
Oh, whatever. And hopefully you're not cheating by not wearing that, wedding ring. You know what I mean? All right, we got some St. Petersburg news and Florida news. A lot's going on around here.
What's going on? You the one banging on here?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in touch with my ex-husband.
Ah, you sound psychotic.
Were you banging on the doors all along?
Woman chucks brick through ex-husband's window, says it wasn't her. She's hot, but she's got that crazy blonde look.
I banged on the door because he won't let me in.
Do you live here or no?
Yes.
Or you used to?
Or used to. The cops been through this a bunch of times.
Live here.
Did you launch anything in there?
No.
It shows a cracked window. And then they're showing the ring camera footage of her walking up with a brick, and she throws it through the window. You heard that. That was not one of my sound effects. This is what I think of her personality. Dummy.
You sure?
Yeah.
I love how they edited that. They showed the interview, and then they showed this. This is where your life's going to go, because this is going to be online forever.
You sure?
Yes.
The second one got even louder. He must have cheated. She is a psychopath. Probably fun in bed now. In slow motion.
Sugar Boo, don't do this.
If you cannot afford a lawyer.
For what? Wait.
For breaking the window with a brick.
I didn't break the window.
Even though you're on, I almost said dash cam. Even though you're on the ring camera, dummy. Just say 1994.
I did not break the window.
Okay. If you want to speak to me about it, we can, but I have to read you the same rights.
I want to speak with you. Yes, I want to speak with you. I did not break the window.
Give me a second so I can read your rights.
You know that girl in Sarasota, the Hooters waitress that was trying to bang the cop? She's definitely trying to pull it off.
And then we'll go from there, okay?
Wait, officer.
Yeah,
Officer. You know she's a good girl in bed, though.
I did not break the window.
But kind of a bad girl. Also, this happened.
Police need your help searching for a man accused of robbing a 65-year-old woman. Good
What a loser you are if you do that.
evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benstead.
And I'm Paolo Ciro. Thank you
I have a man crush on Josh Benson. He's a handsome guy.
for joining us. The incident happened yesterday afternoon on 17th Avenue Southeast and Bay Street Southeast. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers joins us now live.
What up, baby?
Live at the St. Pete Police Department with more. Nicole, what's the latest there?
Paula, Josh, St. Pete police tell me they are still on the hunt for that man they say violently attacked that 65-year-old woman yesterday. Today, I spoke with a man who says he saw the suspect fleeing the scene.
Yeah, it's got to be weird seeing that, and you're like, should I do a citizen's arrest or will I be killed?
Take a close look at this surveillance footage released by St. Pete Police. Investigators say this
He looks like a thug.
This interaction was mere seconds before a violent attack.
People are pretty shocked by it. I mean, there's a blood trail in the streets. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, Jays.
Charlie Walker says it was a typical Monday afternoon when he looked outside of his window and saw a man running in plain clothes rather than athletic wear. He tells 8 on Your Side he thought it was weird, but never expected police to be knocking on his door a few hours later.
I was just working in my office, and I saw him run by. It was about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I thought it was weird at the time. But
It's weird to think that I was sitting here recording this show and this innocent woman's getting hurt.
Didn't think anything of it. Then the cops came back by around 5 o'clock to tell me what happened, and put 2 and 2 together and figured out I saw.
That's a loud noise in the background.
So what happened? Investigators say a 65-year-old woman was going on a walk as this man walked by her.
You see him in the surveillance video, he kind of turns around and comes back. And he asks if he can use her phone. And she says no, she doesn't have.
Of course, there's no St. Petersburg police in this incident, but they're all over 4th Street.
Have her phone with her.
St. Pete police say the woman then tried to walk away, never expecting what would come next.
He attacks her. He punches her several times.
What a loser.
He cuts her arm where she's bleeding, and then he forcibly takes her hand, puts it in his mouth so that he can force her rings off of her hand.
Wow. Stuff like this makes me lose hope for humanity. Like, I know there's been criminals around forever, but stuff like that, man, that ain't it.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Speaking of something that ain't it.
First, a 10 Tampa Bay exclusive. The father of a man who went on a deadly rampage across South Tampa Sunday night shares insight on his son's actions and death. I'm Frank Wiley.
And I'm Courtney Robinson. The violent spree left 1 man dead and injured 3 other pedestrians. Tonight, police tell us Jeremiah Bailey intentionally aimed for pedestrians as he tore through neighborhoods.
It's like a real-life Grand Theft Auto. Quite frightening.
It all ended right here in what you see, a high-speed chase on I-275 where Tampa police stopped his car.
It's very weird to think that I drive that like every day and to think that I could have been there at 10:30.
Before shooting and killing him. 3 officers were also injured there. Hours ago, our Hannah Deneen spoke exclusively with Jeremiah Bailey's father, who lives in Indiana. He tells us Bailey had a brain operation years ago after suffering a serious fall and has not been the same since.
Excuses. I'm so sick of this. I've had bartenders, cava tenders that were terrible at their job, and they're like, oh, it's because of my brain injury. There's people that are injured with their brain, and they're not going out there rampaging the world. Same thing with everybody defending Elon. Oh, he's autistic. Shut up.
I think he quit taking his medicine because I don't know. His brain is all scrambled.
Jody Bailey, Jeremiah's father, says his son had recently lost his job as a line worker.
Man, if you lose your job doing that where they'll take anybody, you're a loser.
And no one had heard from him in months.
Not quite right anyway. I don't know. He decided to, I don't know if it was suicidal or what, you know what I mean?
Court records.
I think it's just you lose, not hope in the world if you're that guy, but you're just such a loser and you're such a scumbag and you leave such an awful legacy that like you're like, whatever.
Show Bailey served time in state prison after getting in an altercation at a Venice restaurant in 2019 where he smashed a beer glass into the face of a manager, then fought a police officer who tried to arrest him. According to Tampa police, between 8:30 and 10:15 on Sunday night, Bailey was seen intentionally driving toward and hitting pedestrians throughout South Tampa.
Our we're following is a homicide suspect.
Tampa police stopped Bailey on I-275.
I wonder if he played football or did any type of sports where he might have had CTE. That's a real thing.
All right, we have a successful
Pit.
Leading to this moment when
where his car is on fire and whatever, and there's 11 cop cars surrounding him. What has to be weird, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is I wonder what it's like in that moment where, like, your life is on the line when you're one of those 11 cops. Like, there's a lot of things I don't like about the cops, but they're a hero in that instance.
police apparently see Bailey reach for a weapon.
It's reaching!
That's right, 99000.
Shots are fired, killing him.
Yeah, you know, you kind of just had to get rid of him at that point. Bye, bitch. Oh, jeez.
Today, TPD says no firearm was found on Bailey or in his car. However, officers are still searching the areas he traveled. Bailey's father, while disturbed by his son's actions, says he wishes things had ended differently.
Duh. Sometimes the news says things and it's like, hey, thanks, Captain Obvious.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by westchaseprinting.com. When I tell you they are the best in the bag, I'm a man of my words, posters, business cards, yard signs, whatever the hell you need. Go to West Chase Printing, and on that invoice, tell them that you heard about it from Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and keep this party going right after this.
Doors closing.
Oh, jeez.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
What's up? This is Lex Staley from the nationally syndicated Lex and Terry Show, and you are listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, everybody, this is Terry James from the nationally syndicated radio show Lex and Terry, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with my man, Ryan Hoppe.
Did you know most morning radio is scripted? Well, Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is not.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Turn it up loud. It's the Hoppe Hour beat. Turn it up loud. It's the Hoppe Hour beat. Ryan spitting truth while you move your feet. Saints and celebs with a side of heat.
Oh, sure.
Tales from the front row seat. Throwback tunes taking you back in time.
Oh, I do.
Man's got the story spitting in rhyme.
Whatever.
From the tabloid straight to your ear. Must see radio, no doubt, it's clear. Hoppe Hour got the vibe you need. Ryan Hoppe on the mic taking the lead. From dawn till dusk, sipping on that tea. Join the crew, holler if you agree.
856-49 Hoppe.
Inside us.
856-494.
Late night calls.
6773.
Wanna know more?
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Back hits.
You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Tune in, folks, let's ride this wave. Hoppe Hour got the vibe you need. Ryan Hoppe on the mic taking the lead. From dawn till dusk, sipping on that tea. Join the crew, holler if you agree. Yeah! Turn it up enough.
Wow! Happy hot topic!
Vanderpump Rules star James Kennedy is sharing his sobriety journey.
He's got a very punchable face, and he also beats up women, so he's a scumbag.
More than a month after James was arrested for a misdemeanor domestic violence altercation with now ex-girlfriend Allie Luber, which he was not charged.
I don't know. Like I said earlier, I've had really bad arguments, but I could just never imagine punching a girl. Like, I remember one of my exes was like, "Oh my God, what are you going to do? Punch me?" I was like, no.
James is sharing an update on his sobriety. Alongside a selfie in all black at the gym, he writes on his Instagram stories on January 28th,
"Oh no, he's trying to brag.
48 days sober." The post comes just days.
You'll always be known as a woman beater, though. Scumbag.
After his ex-girlfriend, Allie, announces they had broken up following the December 10th altercation. After authorities arrived at a Los Angeles area home, James was taken to a Burbank police station, where he later posted bail.
Yeah. It's got to be a bad feeling when you realize that everybody will always associate you with being a woman beater, like Chris Brown.
According to the BPD. The Burbank City Attorney's Office declined to file charges over the arrest.
When they said BPD, I thought they were saying he had borderline personality disorder, which he probably has.
Allie, who dated the reality star for 3 years, also shares insight into the events that led up to his arrest.
Oh, geez.
She explains on her Instagram stories on January 22nd, quote, We had an argument outside of his home related to him drinking again. However, I was not physically hurt. She adds, "We are no longer together, but I'll always support James and wish him the best with his sobriety and healing."
Classy woman. You had no reason to defend him. But you are a woman of class.
Meanwhile, James shares that he's been focused on personal improvement since the arrest.
I mean, you can only go up.
He writes on his Instagram stories in December, quote, "I am committed to making meaningful changes in my life. I am taking time to focus on my sobriety, personal growth, and being present for loved ones."
Yeah. What about not beating people up?
The
especially like women.
32-year-old continues, "Navigating challenging moments is not easy, but I am determined to learn, grow, and move forward with the incredible support system around me."
What a weird guy, man. Just shut up. I love this ending music to Inez. So dramatic. Ryan Hoppe, what is the meaning of life? To work hard and not care because you'll be dead someday.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Because, believe it or not, I was thinner than the guy, you know?
Timothée Chalamet opens up about the physical changes he made to play Bob Dylan.
Oh my God, he definitely has BDE.
In a new interview on NPR's podcast, the actor...
That's why he's talking so wordy. He's on NPR. Everybody, either a guest host, or one of the main hosts, anybody who ever cracks the waves of NPR always has to talk like this.
Because, believe it or not, I was thinner than the guy, you know?
Timothée Chalamet opens up about the physical changes he made to play Bob Dylan. In a new interview on NPR's podcast, the actor admits he gained 20 pounds to play the legendary musician Bob Dylan.
Oh yeah, Kylie, let's eat those meals from your personal chef.
In his biopic, A Complete Unknown.
That said, I've like I said, I've turned over every stone.
I probably have to skip over this because of copyright. Unfortunately. What's going on with Allison Holker?
It tore me apart for a lot of years because I felt like it was my fault.
Allison Holker is reflecting on a painful past experience. During the January 27th episode of the Jamie Kern Lima show, the widow of
who?
Stephen Twitch Boss opens up about her personal life and shares an experience she had with an older man while she was dancing as a teenager.
Oh, so that's why she's so weird. It's because she is a victim. And I'm being dead serious. A lot of times when a woman is a victim of unwanted sexual advances, especially underage, it traumatizes them and ruins their personality because it's always kind of with them.
I had some older man really take advantage of the vulnerability that women go through, especially in the dance community, where we look up to our teachers.
Yeah, it seems like Danity Kane went through that with Diddy.
We just trust them. And dance can be very physical. It can be very sexual.
Got it.
Even at a young age. And that was taken advantage of. And it really, it tore me apart for a lot of years because I felt like it was my fault. I felt like it was my fault because how could it have gotten to that place?
I kind of get her now.
I must have done something wrong. And I felt so much shame in who I was. And I was so embarrassed. And to this day, it's one of those things, if I would have just spoke out for myself, maybe I could have built myself back up and helped other young girls too.
It's saying if you need support from the National Sexual Abuse Line, call 1-800-656-HOPE.
To not let that happen. But I felt a lot of shame in myself. And it was really hard for me to work through that.
I get you now. I totally get why she's a cloud chaser. I get it now. And I actually kind of feel for her.
So many years.
But as the years went on, Allison realized that what she went through was what made her, quote, so independent and strong.
Yeah, that's a way to put it, or a little bit of a cloud chaser that throws the man under the bus. Like your ex-husband, widow rather.
Vowing that she would never, quote, let someone take anything else from me ever again. Now, the dancer, who shares kids Wesley, Maddox, and Zaya with her late husband, uses her tragedies to empower her eldest daughter to stand up for herself in compromising situations.
When I had my daughter, I realized that I need to build her up to, if anything ever happened to her. Yeah, come to someone, come to me, come to someone you feel safe with. and say this was wrong.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't have ever happened.
Ultimately, Allison prides herself in how far she's come, determined to not let the past loom over her. And while she hopes to use her story to prevent others from finding themselves in similar situations, she expresses how disappointing that necessity is in the first place, saying, "I'm proud of myself now to be able to kind of own that it wasn't me. I was taken advantage of, but I wish it didn't happen to anyone."
Got it. 856-49-HOPPE.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Machine Gun Kelly is breaking his silence.
It's so weird. I'm not trying to name drop or brag, but when I worked on Rover's Morning Glory, which is nothing to brag about, but I got to meet Machine Gun Kelly before he went Hollywood, during his Wild Boy era, making music with Waka Flocka, good old Colson Baker from Cleveland, not the Hollywood MGK, and he was a really good dude, and he reeked the marijuana.
Amid the ongoing speculation that he and his now ex-fiancée Megan Fox are no longer on speaking terms, the singer takes to his Instagram on January 28th to share a message about those, quote, sources.
Oh, that's so great that there's rumors that they're not talking because they're about to have a kid. Like, I'm being dead serious when I say this. I wish my ex is nothing but the best. They might not feel the same way, but I can't imagine having a kid with them.
He writes on his main feed, "How can sources say when the sources haven't said anything?" His post comes hours after multiple outlets reported that Megan Fox and MGK were not on good terms as they prepare to welcome their first child together. As fans recall, the couple got engaged in 2022, with the Transformer star writing on Instagram at the time, he asked me to marry him. And just
whenever there's a long engagement, it's always a little sketchy if it's going to actually happen.
As in every lifetime before this one, and as in every lifetime that will follow it, I said yes. The couple had ups and downs in their relationship, with them
they did,
sparking breakup rumors in February of 2023. Then in March of 2024, Megan announced her pregnancy with MGK.
Yeah, whenever you're always kind of on the bubble of breaking up, that's never good.
Sharing a photo of her baby bump and a positive pregnancy test alongside a reference to the couple's past miscarriage. Saying, "Nothing is ever really lost." 9 months later, Megan and the rapper officially called it quits in December. And while neither one of them have shared the true reason for their split, Megan
it's almost like they want privacy.
Did appear on the Call Her Daddy podcast and shared why she was done publicly addressing their relationship.
Yeah, that's when you know, like, you've reached the point. How do I word it? If you need attention, you go on Call Her Daddy to talk about your exes.
What I've learned from being in this relationship is that it's not for public consumption. So I think as of now, I don't have a comment on like the status of the relationship
oh my God, she talks like every girl from LA.
Per se. What I can say is that is what I refer to as being my twin soul. And
she's into all those crystals and all that weird stuff. A girl that's into that is really fun in bed, but not wifey material.
There will always be a tether to him.
Yeah, like whenever a girl's like, "Oh my God, you're a Virgo, I'm an Aquarius, we can't date." It's like, no, just say you're not attracted to me.
No matter what, I can't say for sure what the capacity will be, but I will always be connected to him somehow.
Yeah, the other way Gen Z describes it is soul ties. It's like, really describes why boomers were so picky about who they slept with, because you do have that thing where you have a friend with benefits that you sleep with, and then you're not meant to be, and then they end up getting a boyfriend, and you're like, "I used to hit that," and you get all jealous. But then you get laid by somebody new, and it's a little messed up out there.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com. Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
One day I started learning about what
to you cause my life has gotten a lot better. It got hard, but I didn't sweat it, cause I know you'll be there for me no matter the weather. I just wanna say thanks for being there for me every day. Even when I got taken away, wanted to get away. You made me stronger to continue to feed. You made me give up the life I had in the streets. It gets rough and I be needing to hold on. Never question that you're the one that I call on. Hey, just wanna show you I appreciate. Thank you for the rest of them, no matter what the fate. Just to get through it, a little me that I could do. That do on myself. Sending me to go back and leave again. Sending me to go back and I try to stop, so I don't lose it in the fast lane. I'm losing it to myself. Sending me to go back and leave myself. Sending me to go back. Sometimes I try to fight just to get through it. A little me that I could do. That do on myself. Sending me to go back and leave again. Sending me to go back and I try to stop, so I don't lose it in the fast lane. I'm losing.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Hey, what's up? This is Eddie Volkman from the Eddie and Jobo radio show, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, this is April Pillowfuff, and you're listening to Ryan Hoppe and Hoppe Hour. I hope he can make my daughter happy. She needs tickets to see the Instincts, and I'll have to talk to his manager. I was the original Karen, and I can't believe it.
People often argue over Android versus iPhones. But the real debate should be middle-aged Gen X morning shows versus Hoppe Hour. Guess who wins? We will let you decide. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe man, you know the deal. Riding high on the realest real. Sex and dating and celeb appeal. Turn it up, feel the thrill. Hoppe Hour, let's light it up. Throwback beats gonna fill your cup. Tune in, rhyming, let's all erupt. Ryan Hoppe spitting truth non-stop. Music loud and the vibe is tight. Celeb stories gonna ignite the night. From the old school hits to that party light. In Hoppe's world, everything's alright.
$856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773.
Hoppe's voice is the coolest sound.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Hoppe Hour,
I love this AI vibe, this EDM music.
Tune in, rhyming, let's all erupt.
Oh, sure.
Ryan Hoppe spitting truth non-stop.
Got it. It makes me want to pop some Maui. I'm kidding.
Ryan Hoppe spitting truth non-stop. Questions, wild answers, even more. You ain't ready for what's in store. Playing tracks that you can't ignore. Hoppe Hour, let's hit the floor.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
I always save my best content for the last because I'm going to make this into reels. So I was like, why the hell would I begin with it? The hell's going on with Crybaby Selena Gomez?
Just wanted to say that I'm so sorry.
I've seen more real tears from I don't know, I got no analogy, but they're such fake tears.
All my people are getting attacked.
And some of your people are attacking people by lighting them on fire in New York City. And when they raped and killed innocent Lake and Riley. Shut up.
Children.
I wonder what it sounds like to the people that I'm recording in this studio. It's right next to a kava bar. I wonder what it sounds like hearing.
Selena Gomez is responding to a former Utah Republican politician who called for her to be deported after
people in Utah are douchebags.
She shared an emotional video in an apparent reaction to President Donald Trump's mass deportation policy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be here illegally. This is what I don't get. I'm all for immigrants coming here. They are hardworking. They are good people, but you need to go through all the paperwork and all the things you do, and I can't really tell you exactly what they do. I'm not going to lie and pretend like I know. I probably should have researched. But I know that you have to go through many steps to come here legally. Just do that. We don't need illegals. Then you also got Joe Burrow's house being burglarized. Who was that? Illegals.
The Amelia Perez star, who is a U.S. citizen and was born in Texas, fired back at Sam Parker, taking to her Instagram story and writing over a black background, "Oh, Mr. Parker, thanks for the laugh and the threat."
Oh my God. I wonder if she deleted that post right after. Selena Gomez is just so like she cares too much. She reads too much of the comments. Like, you got to ignore it.
On Monday, the Golden Globe nominee had posted a now deleted Instagram video.
That's what I'm talking about. She posts things and then delete it. Why would she delete it? Because you know that the news is going to post it. Just keep it up, dummy.
Which she cried as she seemingly addressed the recent deportations under Trump.
Just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked.
Just come here legally and you won't have to deal with that.
Children.
Although, I'll be honest, I've heard rumors. I don't know what's real out there. It's so hard to find real news. But I know that ICE will sometimes separate the families. I'm not a big fan of that part. Like, yeah, they might be here illegally, but they're still human.
I don't understand.
Oh, James.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't.
Well, this ain't helping, I'll be honest.
I don't know what.
There is no liquid coming out of her tears. It's very strange. I bet once she was done with the video, she's like, I hope people enjoy it. Like, had no tears. And Benny Blanco's like, oh my God, I'm engaged to you.
What to do? I'll try everything, I promise.
It just seems so fake.
After taking down the video, she posted another since deleted story, writing over
This is what I'm talking about. Just keep the stories up, moron.
a black background. Apparently, it's not okay to show empathy for people.
Yeah, but they need to come here legally. They need to go by rules. Because the problem is when they come here illegally, not all of them. It's not all the immigrants. But some of them rape and they murder people and they light them on fire and they rob famous people's houses. And that should be something that really hits home to Selena. She's famous. I wonder what it would be like for her if an illegal immigrant raided her house. Would she still be crying?
The same day, Parker took to X and wrote, "Deport Selena Gomez." In a follow-up post on the social media app, he added in part, "Inject their tears into my veins."
Oh, geez.
Hashtag deport Selena Gomez.
I always thought the word inject was kind of weird. Like in radio, you inject audio into the computer, and it's always weird. I had a coworker that was like, I ingested it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Later, he posted the singer's story about him and wrote, "Selena Gomez has responded to me," alongside a crying laughing emoji.
Whatever.
The failed Senate candidate reportedly only received...
You can tell there's a bit of a bias there by including that part.
122 votes, or 3.67% at the state Republican convention in 2018, and then appeared to be eliminated from the running.
I got it.
Meanwhile, the Only Murders in the Building star has previously done advocacy work on immigration. During Trump's first term, the actress wrote an essay in 2019 in which she spoke about her own family history, writing in part for Time. In the 1970s, my aunt crossed the border from Mexico to the United States, hidden in the back of a truck. My grandparents followed, and my father was born in Texas soon after.
So were they illegal? I just don't get. I'm totally for immigrants coming here. I don't care. Work hard, but you need to come here legally. You're breaking the rules.
In 1992, I was born a U.S. citizen thanks to their bravery and sacrifice. Over the past 4 decades, members of my family have worked hard to gain United States citizenship. Undocumented immigration is an issue I think about every day, and I never forget how blessed I am to have been born in this country thanks to my family and the grace of circumstance. But when I read the news headlines or see debates about immigration rage on social media, I feel afraid for those in similar situations. I feel afraid for my country.
I do feel bad for the ones that are here legally, or even if you're here illegally, like they get treated badly in public. I'll see it.
In the essay, she also detailed becoming involved with the Netflix documentary Living Undocumented, which she's credited as an executive producer on.
So I guess she's for illegals coming here. That ain't it. You're breaking a rule. You like bank robbery?
Follows undocumented immigrant families living in the U.S. A clip from the docuseries shows the singer speaking with some of those who participated.
Thank you so much for being vulnerable and
oh my God, she talks like she's so medicated. Like, hi. Why do I know that? Because I'm medicated.
sharing your story. Being able to experience it through your eyes was mind-blowing, extremely heartbreaking. So thank you. What's happened in your lives since, participating in this documentary series?
Well, so for my brother and I, at this moment in time, we don't really feel safe in this country. We don't feel
you're whitewashed, bro. I couldn't even tell you're Hispanic. Shut up.
welcome, and it does seem like time is running out for us.
Again, I would have thought you were Italian.
Our appointment with ICE, it was postponed indefinitely.
Well, I guess if dealing with ICE would be kind of an issue.
So we were just kind of in this limbo. We didn't know what was going on.
My father was detained, and a week later, he was deported to Colombia.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't even get to say bye to him. He just left for work.
Well, he's here illegally. Sorry.
Normally, and I got a call saying they got him. At that point, I think everything changed, because I never imagined in a million years that they would actually detain him.
But he's here illegally. You're breaking the rules. I know it sucks because that's your dad, but he's breaking the rules, bruh.
That, this was something that they're only going to do to people who committed crimes, to murders, to, whatever.
Well, things change, bud. And you can't break the rules and expect it to, be something you get away with forever.
We're not safe in our house anymore. I haven't been in my house in a month.
Oh, shut up. Go to bed.
I haven't slept in my bed. It doesn't make any sense. My dad went through hell for 8 days in these detainment centers. I think.
Yeah, I mean, you could treat him a little better. I'm not really cool at that part.
I think everybody at this point sort of has an idea of what's going on. They have people locked up in these cages, essentially. They sleep on the floors with these aluminum blankets. In these rooms, they have the lights on 24 hours a day. Being able to speak with him after the 8 days that he was there, I had never heard the pain that he had in his voice ever in my life.
Yeah, I can't imagine they're not being treated well there, which that ain't it.
I think he will be damaged by that experience, just being there for 8 days for the rest of his life. It was an absolute hell. And, they're telling us that, they're going after us, and that, we could possibly be in this same situation. This country it's not livable for us anymore.
Well, sorry, bud.
Hearing all these things really ruins your determination to stay.
Oh, whatever. Cry me a river.
It really just makes you think, that could be me. That could be my parents. That could be my siblings.
Well, that's the price you pay for coming illegally.
And you don't want that. What's the point in pushing so hard if all you're going to get is that? What do you hope for the future of America? For us.
Well,
such fake tears. Like, just have a genuine conversation. It's so nauseating.
a huge part of why I wanted to be a part of this is to also be a voice for so many people who can't and are terrified to speak about it.
Water. Selena Gomez, I am not against immigrants coming to this country at all. Frankly, we're all immigrants, and we screwed over the Native Americans, and it's pretty awful. But you got to come here legally, because the undocumented people that come here illegally do this thing. It's not all of them, but they bring fentanyl in. They're robbing people's houses. They're burning down the city of New York, and then they're giving credit cards, and they're actually treated better than the hardworking average Joes that work hard. Yeah, that ain't it, Selena.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Put the order on those hits. See, we are going worldwide. It's time to move these bricks. We gotta drop this shit. We gotta make this lick. You're smoking on the best thing going in is rip. Worldwide, extra niggas, now this game is took. Creeping up on the game and coming like a crook. Please understand it's on until the end of time. And I'll be damned if a nigga gon' take my shine. Legendary status achieving the forefront of leading. The Rip family is all this game is really needing. And believe that Rip is going straight to the top. Burning up the charts, #1 billboard spots. On a mission to leave your haters high and dry. I represent the Rip until the day that I die. Because this rap scene is all that I know. So I'm gonna rock this motherfucker till the next plateau. Materialize shit don't mean nothing to me. I'm just here to lock this game down with R.I.P. Rip family, and I'll be damned if we don't roll 7-Elevens and get that cheese and get that green, get that dough, get that flow. I see your bitch knocking, come and get that hoe.
There is
money over haters, over bitches, over fiends, over stitches, over busters trying to stop this cream. You can't stop this cheese, nigga. Come out these keys as I lace these tracks, as we blow these trees. And believe me, nigga, it's on forever. I got my mouth to feed, so I need the cheddar. Going worldwide, don't try to stop this team. Got enough shit on tracks to make you niggas believe. We worldwide on this motherfucker. 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 Understand me for sure, fuck them bitch made niggas. Talking about war games, about pulling no triggers. We can set some shit up, fuck with a nigga like me. Fuck around and get blasted, fucking with R.I.P. We on the tip for that green shit. We at the niggas with the triple beam, what never seen. It's a must that I shine, on these tracks that I ride. About to hit this rap game up worldwide. Bustin' at you niggas, rushin' at you fuck niggas. On a mission to hold a set and make mad figures. Say what I say, I'm gonna take my shot. On another level, about to put this rap on lock. Blazing like the fires from the depths of hell. You niggas better run, you niggas better tell. This is the Titanic 2, that thing will sink the ship. Until the day that I die, I represent the Rip. We worldwide on this motherfucker. 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 We worldwide on this motherfucker.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by all our sponsors. The first one is Afuera Coffee. AFUERA coffee.com for the best coffee around. At checkout, use keyword Hoppe, HOPPE, to save 15%. This is also being brought to you by DZBZ Honey at DZBZHoney.com, the best Delta 8 CBD honey around. At checkout, use keyword Hoppe again, HOPPE. This one's a little different. This next sponsor is Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com for the best pre and post workout around. At checkout, use keyword Ryan20. Go to Rich Keeley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com to save $10 when you sign up, because you can't just show up and go, hey, Rich, can I get a haircut? No, you got to sign up at richkbarber.com, 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard. Sign up, save $10, and get a haircut. Also, we're being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com, the best printing company in all of the Bay Area on the invoice. Tell them you heard about it from Hoppe Hour. Counselingoncall.net. If you're in Florida and Maryland, go there, get help with your mental health, and tell them I sent you. And Strange Clouds of Clearwater, 2222 Main Street. The best Delta 8 THC flower around. Magic mushrooms, all the pieces and bongs you need. Kava, kratom, everything. Strange Clouds of Clearwater, 2222 Main Street. Tell them I sent you for the Ryan Hoppe deal. And finally, this is being brought to you by the Chill Room at Pinellas Park, 6709 49th Street, where we are live right now. All right, we're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and keep this party going and wrap it up after this.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Hey, this is Justin Schlegel from the Justin Scott and Spiegel Morning Show on 98 Rock in Baltimore, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Ryan Hoppe's on the mic, and he's not holding back. This is Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
I know I've been playing this song like twice a show, but I'm so addicted to it. Hopefully I don't get sick of it. This is what I do very often. I hear a new song and I get obsessed with it. But like most radio, we play the same songs. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Turn the radio up, it's time for a thrill. Ryan's here with the latest spiel. Sex and stars and love so real.
Whatever.
Hoppe Hour hits with a funky feel. Date nights crashing like a scene at dawn. It's the gossip train that you're riding on. Ryan's got the scoop from dusk to morn on this throwback ride.
Yeah, you know they're riding me.
Hoppe, 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 it's the hour we crave. Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave.
856
Feel the love, let
49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773.
Loves in the mix, it's
you can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
To whispers, we're all
you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Was live and it's everywhere. Hoppe, 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 it's the hour we crave.
I got it.
Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave.
Whatever.
Up, feel the love, let your heart behave.
Shut up.
Tune in now, don't you misbehave. Throwback jams taking you back in time.
Wow, Hoppe Hot Topic.
Speaking of cloud chaser of the day.
I've known Bobby my whole life. We grew up together.
It's no surprise that he keeps birds of prey as pets, because Bobby himself is a predator.
Oh, shut up.
Bobby is addicted to attention and power.
Caroline Kennedy.
So are you.
Speaking out against cousin Robert Kennedy Jr. as his confirmation hearing to become the Trump administration's Secretary of Health and Human Services begins.
Yeah, she's not getting a Christmas card anymore.
My job is to make Americans healthy again.
Yeah, even though I sound so unhealthy.
Dear Senator.
Yeah, that's the voice of health right here.
My job is to make Americans healthy again.
Yeah.
Dear Senators, his views on vaccines are dangerous and willfully misinformed.
She's wearing like Harry Potter glasses. She looks like such a douchebag.
The daughter of John F. Kennedy addressing the Senate on social media.
A position that would put him in charge of the health of the American people.
What do you know? What are your different ideas? I'm not saying he's correct, but what do you bring to the table? What do you want to do that's different?
I feel an obligation to speak out. Bobby preys on the desperation of parents of sick children, vaccinating his own kids, while building a following hypocritically discouraging other parents from vaccinating theirs.
Oh, God. Can you imagine being married to her with that voice? Shut up.
In my advocacy, I've often disturbed the status
All the Kennedys sound like crap.
quo by asking uncomfortable questions.
We are a close family, and none of that is easy to say.
No, you're not. A close family wouldn't throw their family under the bus. Shut up.
RFK's vaccine views taking center stage in D.C.
I like ivermectin, even though I know nothing about it.
That's wife Cheryl Hines showing her support after walking inside hand in hand with her
Yeah, she looks like she's being held captive. He cheated on his wife with that reporter.
husband of more than a decade.
Whatever.
A dull moment in this ongoing war between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively.
Yeah, it ends with us, did not end with them.
No, not
was the
at
name of the
all.
movie, but no.
And in fact, the legal battle over the weekend came down to this. So you had Blake, her attorney, sending not one but two letters.
I got it.
One over the weekend and one this morning to the judge saying that Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, is trying to taint the jury.
Oh, yeah.
He is defaming Blake and Ryan Reynolds.
Shut up.
We want something done about this, Judge. They want sanctions. But Brian Friedman is very clearly not backing down and says that really what Blake is doing is trying to hide the truth from the public.
Yes, she probably shouldn't have done this. Taylor Swift doesn't want to be around her. And also, she seems to be failing. She's got to regret this.
And we are not going to be stopped, he says. He says they're going to put everything out there.
And we've been talking to Brian Friedman throughout the weekend, and he's told us continuously that they are getting ready to launch this website, and it's going to be videos. It's
perfect content for my show.
Going to be text messages, and Brian's saying to us in statements that they're not going to cherry pick, because what they're basically doing here is they're accusing Blake Lively's side of cherry picking and putting certain text messages in their responses in court filings. What Brian's saying is we're building this website to show the world everything that they believe will clear Justin's side in all of this.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
One day I started learning about what the conservatorship is and things like that. And that's when I was like, wait a minute. Like, I thought I'm in America.
He's like, I'm in too deep.
You mean someone over the age of 18 needs permission from their parents?
Britney Spears' ex, Sam Asghari, dishing on his short-lived marriage to the Princess of Pop.
I gotta skip over this because of copyright.
Most difficult and weird spiral thing that I've witnessed in my life.
I love the most about my relationship is the fact that it's so normal.
Well, not in hindsight.
Definitely not.
Sam sharing why Brit's conservatorship was one of the weirdest parts of their relationship on Kate and Oliver Hudson's Sibling Revelry podcast, streaming now.
One day I started learning about what the conservatorship is and things.
Yeah, he's got a good one.
Things like that. And that's when I was like, wait a minute. Like, I thought, I'm in America. What do you mean someone over the age of 18?
I don't know why these clips replay the same thing. We got it.
He needs permission from their parents.
I think the world knows she's been around for a lot of years, and
she's been around.
A lot of fans, and I think people do understand that she's a sweetheart, and I think that no matter what, they're gonna know that she's a sweetheart.
Yeah,
that was the weirdest thing to deal with. Which is really strange to say in Hollywood and in entertainment, because people would tell you it's usually media, fans, the money, and everything else that's going to be hard. That to deal with.
Today was a monumental day, not only for Britney, but for justice.
That is her lawyer.
I think the best thing you can do is to provide support in that moment, and that's what I did. I provided as much as I could.
Yeah, he tried his hardest, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Brit's 13-year conservatorship came to an end in 2021.
And she's been even worse ever since.
A year before she and Sam officially tied the knot.
My main thing is to enjoy life.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
And take one day at a time. And
it's like a mix of an Alabama accent and an LA vocal fry.
I try to live by that.
I won the biggest wedding in the world.
But by 2023, Sam had filed for divorce, ending...
Yeah, he had enough of that psychopath.
Their one-year marriage.
Whatever. Omari Hardwick, who played Ghost on the show Power, says give Snoop Dogg, Nelly, and others a break.
Hi, Mr. Hardwick. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
So I know that you're promoting Star Trek.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
I love that for you.
It's coming, Mama.
We got to put it out there. I'm happy to see you working and doing Star Trek because we got to address, of course, the comments made by 50. Have you spoken to him since he said that you overvalue yourself?
We always speak.
Get that.
We never don't speak.
So even when he said that, I'm happy to hear this.
Yeah, Omari Hardwick got killed off, I don't mean to ruin it, on the show Power, and it felt like 50 Cent rushed them out when they made spinoffs.
We never don't speak.
So, well, did you say anything to him like I didn't really like that or what?
Nah.
Well,
he wants me to value myself.
I love that for you. Okay.
No, you don't. Shut up. Everyone overuses the word love.
Okay, wait. So, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but hip hop is kind of mad at Snoop and all these people, Nelly, performing for Donald Trump. But years ago, Chrisette Michele did it, and we kind of like the hip hop community was kind of like Chrisette. We don't want to talk to you
This girl's really nervous
anymore, and she's been kind of quiet since. And then now Nelly, Snoop has followed, and now they're all with Trump.
I'm gonna call Snoop.
You're gonna call.
Oh, jeez.
And what are you gonna say?
What up?
You until I talk to him.
You're gonna say, let's smoke some weed.
Well, I mean, next time I see you, I'll tell you what he said.
Should we just stop making people choose a side? Like should hip hop just accept where people want to go and what they want to do? Like, why do we care so much?
I don't know. So when you say hip hop, what's interesting about hip hop is I've always felt that one of the beautiful things about hip hop is it is allowed for someone's story to be the one that they feel they should be telling that day.
Oh, sure.
In that verse. With that beat. And so we gotta,
He's so well spoken.
We gotta give each other permission to
He writes poems and
perhaps have some motives that
you can tell he writes poems. The way he talks, he's very wordy.
Could be benefiting us, the hip hop community and the culture, and knowing that we might not know their motives, we gotta give them an opportunity to maybe explain it on their own terms. So.
Whatever. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and wrap it up. I know I said it before, but hey, why not continue the show?
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Y'all now in tune with something beautiful right here. Something epic. Methodical Matthias. Let's make it. Look, us being a nice guy, I leave that to them dudes that shoot hoops. I'd rather roll through in a new coupe with chicks that get 200 to do shoots. Rolling a shooby doobie while we listen to smooth grooves. Dude, I tried to told you I'm hot like magma and keep a mirror. I'm stashed up in the Dodge Magnum near the stash of the Magnums. Never know which one I'ma use. Right there, I got a couple people confused. Cause I never lose, and I never snooze. Pop shit, then I pop this shit, knock you out of your shoes. I shut down crews and rock tailor-made suits and Louis shoes. It's hard to do what I do. Stunning like Evil Knievel, keep a watch face see-through. I do this for my people, selling through they screen though. My mom said I was a walking felony, cause I kept 16s in the closet like Kelly. Shop with the sellers. Dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real. Cause my dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real. Nah, dog, I'm not a mad rapper. I'm a disgruntled MC, and I teach you dudes about tussling with me. Truth is, I hate these marks. I should pull this jammy and spark and leave these rappers handicap park. And when you see your boy out, bow down or kiss the ring. With a crew about myself, I ain't worried about a thing. This is Shot City, man. Where the f you from? And your chick can't go if she ain't gobbling. My partner Supreme told me flows hard on these monkeys. I hit Pro Gyms and told them make my wrist chunky. Chain hung like donkey. And for them dudes who want it, nickname beautiful, keep them brass on me. Homie, I'm funky like woo. Leg shots to let you know that I'm serious. When them blocks get hot, I'm in the streets bare chested. I got money invested. These detectives. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm serious in this mother.
This ain't the young and restless. You could say the drama like support boy. Put your life on pause like a comma. When you cutting corners and you stacking money, in turn comedians, man, they get to acting funny. I know the MCs, the real MCs. J-Mo same dude, man, them was shopping with me. Get a pumpkin head in front of your little daughter. You a broke pop machine, you out of order. I'ma come and get you. Don't make me hit your shells like a snail or an armadillo. Watch your blue lights with the blue film. Slice it, make him look like he got gills. This ain't artificial, man, this shit real. Throw him in Lake Michigan and hope the nigga can't swim. Name your change, he ain't hate a bill. They nothing, Charlie.
Oh shit. I know, amen. I got it. Whatever. That's Vi with GLC. Heard of. This song was huge in Chicago in 2006. And no one has heard from him since. Those are the rappers that are the most interesting. The ones we have not heard from in a while.
Doors closing.
Oh, jeez.
And now, something completely different. It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Hey, this is Fish Calloway, and you are listening to my best friend Ryan Hoppe. He taught me who the hell writes this? Who writes this? Did he write this? Why would he write this? It's Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour, where your medical card is required to listen.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Marijuana. 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 Marijuana.
I got it.
Marijuana.
It's time for weed news on Hoppe Hour.
Oh, yeah. Before we get to it, let's take a hit. All right. Now it's time. Oh, Jesus. That was a little too loud.
Turn it down, catch Hoppe on the airwaves. Talking blunts, joints, and all the smoky pathways. Roll the papers tight, blaze them up, elevate. Mornings with the green, starts the day with heavyweight. Welcome to the Hoppe Hour, spark it loud. News about the herb, got the starless proud. Joints burning slow, take a smoke, no doubt.
I got it.
Feel the vibe, let the green shout. Headlines hitting hard like a blunt to the brain.
People are more physically active. Oh, geez. On days they use marijuana. New federally funded study shows smashing the lazy stoner stereotype. I swear. When I get my marijuana in me, it's very similar to Bender on Futurama. The way he drinks alcohol.
Light it, feel the high.
Just being honest.
You got the news, no need.
Maybe a little too honest. More American adults use cannabis as a sleep aid than prescription pills or alcohol. Which, first of all, alcohol sleep is just you're blacked out. It's terrible. And it depends on what type of weed I take. If I take like a THC liquid drop, maybe. But if you smoke a sativa before bed, I know. Actually, this freaky beat kind of describes smoking a sativa before bed. You get that anxiety and you get a little nervous and whatever. You know what I mean? A jelly bean, listen, this makes you a little anxious. Using marijuana helps most people reduce their alcohol consumption. New poll shows. That's good. And NHL players are choosing marijuana and video games over alcohol and partying, with 2/3 using edibles this season.
Off every hit.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to
856-49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. I'm a little high right now, obviously, and this is making me a little anxious. So we'll turn it off. Finally, finally on Hoppe Hour. I know I've said like 4 times, we're going to come back and wrap it up, but we actually didn't. I'm telling you, I tried to be nice and not openly hate on the Patrick Mahomes family. But my God, you got Brittany running her mouth. You got Jackson Mahomes hiding after sexually assaulting a woman. And then you got Patrick Mahomes Sr. tweeting out stupid things and then saying his Twitter account was hacked. Shut up. Just man up to your words and admit what you said. I'm so sick and tired of this. Of whenever somebody posts something, they go, "Oh, I got hacked." How often are you getting hacked? What is your password? Monkey123? I mean, that's not really something you should be saying right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I mean, come on now. Patrick Mahomes Sr. is insisting he didn't shade the hell out of Bills fans after his son's team squashed their Super Bowl chances yet again, claiming the social media post wasn't his doing. He said, "Today is a great day to not be from Buffalo." Well, shut up, dude. You rich and privileged moron. And then you got that annoying mom wearing QB makeup. Cool, congrats. You gave birth to a quarterback after you had sex with your husband who's a drunken moron. Congrats. And then he posted on X, "Haven't been on X Twitter in years. My account was hacked and I do not have access to it." It's got to drive Patrick absolutely nuts, Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback of the Chiefs, to make sure we don't get him mixed up with his dad. It's got to drive him nuts that every day he probably wakes up and he's like, "Is my annoying wife going to babble today? Is my drunken dad going to tweet out something stupid or drive drunk for the 9th time? Is my brother going to sexually assault a woman? Or is my mom going to make it about her?" Listen, I don't have all the money. Patrick Mahomes has all the money in the world and all the fame and power. but I can't imagine having that annoying family.
TikTok, clocks a juke, we're playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shout out hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers silent, time but coming to an end. Like a rollercoaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these our daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Game over. This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.
Doors closing.